Yes, welcome to the 8th edition of the FD podcast. And today I'm joined here by the Trust and Yuki. Be sure to introduce yourself, guys.
Hallo.
Hello, what's up, guys?
Today we're gonna have all kinds of topics to talk about, mainly Lidia, of course, a new addition to Tekken 7. Um, well, netcode, maybe the new additions of the game, Kunimitsu after multiple months, the recent stages, the most recent patch, including the Steve F. Fuckaram nerfs, and etc. So let's start right away. What do you guys think of Lidia?
You go first.
Okay.
You go first. You're the guest.
I think she's really cool. Like when they shown her the first time, like this very short teaser, I didn't really know what to think because I mean it didn't give us a lot of information.
Well, yeah,
But then when they revealed like the full trailer and we really see her do all the karate moves, like like actual pretty authentic karate moves, that was really cool. Like I saw a lot of like reaction videos of like martial arts people who were like reacting to it, and like people were pretty excited about it, and me included. Um, and yeah, I just feel like her design's really cool. I don't think she's super strong. I mean, she has some very obvious weaknesses, so I would probably place her as a solid mid tier, but I think she's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, same here, man. I agree most on your points that you have given, mostly on the character strength and what she has to deliver. I really, really enjoy playing her. It's just the extreme sound design as well. Like for example, her 442 and how Rolling Round have like a big explosion, like a snap
Yeah.
noise or whatever. Like, I think that's very very awesome when that happens.
Yeah.
Makes me excited to spam that move. Of course, even it is a very good move, of course, but. Because I am kind of the karate boy, because of
Karate
course,
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jin
yeah.
is my main, of course. He was the main karate guy. So when they showed like Jin is like the other karate man in the trailer, I was like, whoa, so hype as shit because they really want to like, okay, like this is the other karate woman. And
Yeah, the Clash.
yeah, I think she's awesome. I really think she's awesome and very fun to play as well. She plays unique. She isn't easy in my opinion. Like her down forward one does not feel like a generic down forward one. It's kind of like Brian down forward two, where it's very well bad on block, but she has a counter hit tool with down for the 1-3 and a great mid check if you do the down for the 1-2. So and in general, like her lows are not great unless you have if you are close to close, you have access to a hell sweep, and like her other lows, like her stance lows are pretty decent. But yeah, I just like her. I really like playing her, and I'm really building on making her my secondary. So yeah. What about you, Truss? What do you think?
The first, of course, the initial trailer, like the small teaser, like of 2
Oh.
seconds. That was like one of the worst reveals ever shown, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Of this game.
I fully agree, man.
But yeah, we heard later that it was rushed and whatever. Okay, but the actual main trailer, that
Yeah, that was good, man.
that was something else. That was really, really interesting. Especially the stages they chose for it. That's what, in my opinion, it's really nice that they have those like the Tekken 5 poolside stage and the Tekken 4 beach stage. Is really nice. But I have no idea what that has to do with the character at all.
Well, I don't.
true,
Well,
yeah.
at this point, they're literally just putting in what people
Yeah,
wanted
but
to
also
hear.
if you can talk about the character intro, she comes with a car, of course, in a poolside and at the beach.
Yeah, well, fucking Bardock brings a big ass vehicle everywhere. He goes, Negan is in a van wherever he goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true that.
caravan.
So like,
But besides that, like, it's a nice touch, in my opinion. It's also interesting that in season 4, like, we have 2 female characters.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
That's what I
yeah.
also noticed. That was really interesting. It's a
Yeah,
nice
and
addition.
also, instead of 4 characters, we only got 2, I believe.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think there are plans for more for this season.
No,
well, we're gonna talk about that stuff later, but
yeah,
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
but
Spoilers.
Spoil.
on spoiler alert, but whatever. While it goes to the car, yeah.
Yeah.
But the design of the character, it's I find it's a yeah. Of course, with such a large move pool in this game, you see similar moves. That's the main issue I heard people had. Like she has a down forward 1-2, basically blinds down forward 2-1. She has a ball 3-2, but then it launches of her. Like they're very similar, but the unique thing of her, she has like multiple stance transitions in her combos. You don't see that a lot, so that's very
Yeah.
interesting.
I thought that was very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Also a guard break that's also very unique. Only one other character that I can remember, or two actually. Brian has that of course with the stunt, and Haweng has also with
Steve also
certain
has
move.
it.
Oh yeah, Steve of course, we
And
can't forget about
Fakum
Steve.
we're getting
Fuck
more
around.
more
Yeah,
characters.
you're forgetting the
But,
biggest one, man.
Yeah. It's so hard to remember some details with so many characters in this game.
Yeah. Oh, the man, the character like roster size, it's too big, but whatever, man.
But yeah, even talking about balancing,
Yeah.
like I think it's one of the more fair characters. Of course, at release, it's just pure bullshit because you don't know the matchup. You eat everything is new.
Yeah.
One of the unique things she has is a hop kick that is instant screw. That's
Yeah.
also unique. In my opinion, that's a good addition. Don't have anything be generic and super strong and whatever.
Yeah, true.
What else?
If she, but the thing is, if she had a normal launch hop kick, she would do 80 damage
Yeah.
from everything.
So
Because
at least they thought about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's, yeah.
also a question in chat. What would you like to see different in her game plan? Like, do you find it interesting, or do you think they should maybe change it a little up? It's very, very heavily focused on hitting, going into stance mix-up. What do you guys think of that?
I feel like I think that design wise that's indeed pretty clear, like that they were going for that. But I think a lot of people already like explained that like on Twitter and in analysis videos. Like her mix up, like for instance from Fort 2 into Heaven and Earth is not legit, right? I
Yeah.
feel like
No.
that is
It-
that's very interruptible, and I think that really disrupts the whole design of the character.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the whole mind game behind it, because hitting the first one, I don't know the names of stances, but the first,
I only got the
like the first,
Catfoot stance 1, Catfoot stance 2, and Heaven Earth, and then you have the other one that's nobody really.
I have no
Who's that?
idea, but like the first stance she goes into with 442, she has a access to a mid counter hit launcher for people that try to interrupt
Yes, that's
immediately,
true.
and it
Yeah.
also hits that back jump. What,
Yeah, so you can get away. I don't
like-
know what's
like-
called, but
True, yeah.
like, so you can jump away.
one
Like,
thing that I also clearly noticed from, not clearly noticed from the start, but shortly after, is like you can step her most important moves. You can step her while
Yeah.
winning one.
Yeah.
I played against
Super
TJ a few minutes ago, and yeah, you're confident in stepping a character. That's not really what you had with previous DLC characters.
Yes,
Like, Leo and Fakam. You can take the risk with stepping and countering their move. It's not like, oh no, if I step now I die.
yes.
So that's really important that they went for that direction, luckily, and not
Yeah,
have some extra homing move for no reason.
the only thing
Yeah.
I would change a little is her whiff recovery on certain moves, like her 4-2
Oh.
is her magic 4 counted combo, or 3-2 the double high that she has. Like that's super
That one
super
is
fast.
super
Like
fast, yeah.
I've seen the move like multiple times, so it's not that difficult for me right now. But even if you notice it and
No,
see it, like
should, it
you
should
could
be like, in my opinion, just like Paul's with recovery.
like,
You
yeah.
can easily duck it. If you see it, it should be a punisher. It shouldn't, a whiff punisher or block
Yeah.
punisher. It shouldn't
I
be.
feel like
I throw it out and you cannot do anything about
yeah,
it.
it's too good of a move to just be able to throw out and not get
Yeah,
punished
and then
for it,
she
yeah.
does like you do the kick and then the punch and like yeah, and then you whiff it, and they will not be able to launch punish you if they don't see the first kick. And that's the thing. And you can bait that as well because you need to commit while they're going for the punch. So if you do 3-2, you will literally pretty much drop the punish because you just react to the punch, but you need to react to the kick. Already duck and then and then do your punish. Like you.
Otherwise, you're too late.
Yeah, while the Lidia has to commit, you need to commit as well for a punish, and that's very well. It's a mind game, but also a bit like that shouldn't be a thing.
No.
Uh,
should be increased.
yeah,
but that's so far the only thing you can think of. Like,
Yeah,
that
because-
needs to be instantly, or not instantly, but as soon as possible, adjusted in my
yeah,
opinion.
the
So,
other things. So now look, is like her forward 4-2 is -2 on block. It's pretty much her down forward 1. Her other down forward 1, I would say. Yeah, I don't think.
it's still a strong tool, but you have a counter at least to it. That's the most important
Yeah,
part. It's
yeah,
not
true.
like they can spam it over and over. Now you can do one tap, and then it's your turn.
Yeah.
Side.
Yes.
So
very
that's
true.
really important that they make the change like that.
Yeah, but in general, I just really like her. I think she's a great addition to the cast. Like, and she's completely different, like the opposite of Kunimitsu, because Kunimitsu is very string based, 50-50.
Yeah.
Lilia has a 50-50 a bit too, but she's a lot more of the poking. Kuni has those very annoying strings. Like they're beatable, but if you don't know what the strings are, you will get your ass kicked. Because, for example, she has 1-2-2 or 1-1-2. My bad. Is the high, mid, and then the front strike with her knife.
Yeah.
If you don't know that's sides up right, you will block it and be like, why is she safe after that? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
But that's because there is another 50-50 to it.
Yeah.
Lidia doesn't have too much stuff of that. It's mostly poking. Her down back 2, down forward 1, forward 2. If you get a chance, you'll do a hell sweep. But if you don't get a clean hit, you're minus on hit, so you kind of lose your turn. You can still step, of course, because it's only -3 on hit, so it's not like anything too. One sec, someone's knocking on the door.
Yeah, I think she has a very fundamental playstyle in that regard. Like there aren't that many like really good 50-50s or things you can do. It's I feel like that's pretty good design.
Yeah. And also not any bullshit momentum moves like Leo Smith down 3-2. That's unseeable and super plus. It's
that's like a very very unfun move. Yeah, like she doesn't really have a lot of that.
Or just it's basically anything stupid. Like what else can I think of? Like a down back 2, it is -1 luckily. If it's plus, then it's gonna be annoying to challenge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like down back 2 especially, I feel like that's probably like her best low, right? Yeah.
In my opinion as well.
Yeah, because like I remember when I tried to play her and I didn't really I mean I knew the move existed but I didn't really use it, so
but it's always
like,
need to remember the entire move list.
Yeah, like stubborn moves. Me, I was like, oh, she's a karate character. Oh, that down back 4, yeah, stature kick, right? So I keep doing that move and I eat like launches and like it whiffs or whatever, and it's not plus on hit, I think, right? I think that's not
down back 2.
No, down back 4.
That's +1. It's not that. It's slow, so it's not that.
Yeah, it's mostly very slow. I think that's why I often get hit like trying to do that move. And like down back 2, it also like crushes highs, right?
Yeah.
So that
very
makes it a lot better. Yeah.
That's really important of a certain low. Just
sorry about that.
Get the hit in.
Yeah.
Like Apu Steve says in chat, her parry is also super good. It's a good parry, but you need to know how to use it. It's not brain dead. You cannot mash it.
Yeah, it's a hard call out. Yeah, because she has very specific parries for specific moves, like a right punch or she has like a low parry, like with the down back 3+4.
Yes, the kick one.
Yeah, they're very specific. So yeah.
So you can maybe if you play King or something, King has specific parries that do stuff like that. You
Yes.
can only punch, parry a specific arm and kick.
I like that she doesn't have a standing kick parry actually at all. Like it's only punches. Like even the Sabaki ones, it's all punches, either double punch or right punch, or both punches with back 2+4. So
And also, one thing is really interesting, of course, are blue spark moves. That look,
Oh
in my opinion, also
yeah.
really nice.
yeah, I think that's very cool.
I don't know why they made it blue spark. In my opinion, they should do with more characters, maybe.
Because it's legacy
But
input.
it's not really just frame. You can.
No, it's
do
not.
it
It's not.
whatever.
It's not about it being just frame. It's legacy input. It's the same with the Julia string where you end it with back forward 1 instead of just 1.
Yeah.
Are the attacks automatic follow-ups that she does have to pay? No, you need to manually input them.
Yes, all of them. And the blue spark version of her punch parry that she has, you need to time the second hit with the last hit. So even though, like everything, there is a sort of just frame or specific input to it. So that's pretty cool.
And also, what I'm gonna say, the other blue spark move, the ones that you don't really use, the input of that quarter circle
Forward 2-2.
Oh yeah.
2-2, back, forward, 1, please. Like, and I saw that move in the move list. I'm like, how am I gonna input this?
Yeah, but you know
I'm
what's
not used
funny?
I'm not used to this. I'm not the King of Fighters player. Or
Yeah,
something.
you know what's funny about that? I believe that is actually a move straight out of Virtua Fighter, like the input.
Yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think,
stolen move from Akira.
Virtua
Yes,
Fighter
it's
has that exact input. Yeah.
yes, it's stolen.
So that's a fun little nod or Easter egg. Maybe we're gonna see a Virtual Fighter cross Tekken or something.
That
I
would
don't know,
be that would be very cool. Imagine the virtual characters in Tekken.
But yeah, it took me a while to learn that input since it's so unusual. Like, you're not used to do it. Like, basically playing maybe a bar character for the first time. That's also completely out of the window. Like, okay, how do I do this?
Yeah, that
Weird
one.
timings, weird inputs.
That took a lot of time to get the hang of that move. And
Yes.
like, even if I know how to do it, I still won't go for it because I'm afraid that I'm gonna mess up the entire input.
I've managed to get the hand of it, but like if you need to like completely time it as well. It's like it's pretty much doing DSS with law actually. So if you do quarter circle forward 2-2, you already need to input back forward. And then you can do 1+2 and it will still do the blue spark version. So you just kind of get used to the timing of it. It's not really, in my opinion, it isn't too difficult now because I just understand how to do it. But if you don't really understand what you're doing, it's going to be very difficult.
Most things in this game, it's just muscle memory. Just know it, when to press, how to press it, and then.
Yeah, well, like I said, DSS electric is the same, especially electric in combos. If you have the muscle memory for do it.
It's not easy, but it's
Yeah,
doable.
totally.
Yeah. I feel like that is also maybe the reason why they added the blue sparks for her. Because if you think about it, if you remove that blue spark stuff, like for instance the very specific parries, I feel like she would be considered to be like super easy, kind of.
Well, easy,
like,
but also
her
really boring. I think she would be very boring if she didn't have
How
that.
difficult would you rate her actually? That's
average.
Like how she is right now.
Average. Right.
Yeah, I would say average because the most difficult I would say probably is like the blue spark.
Yeah, the blue spark ones. It's not.
No, but the average combos. I think
move that we just discussed.
I think she is maybe a bit more difficult than other characters in my opinion, purely because I find it hard when she's in stance. If you do you fuck up your combo or something, how to get still a decent combo. It's still super hard.
Oh, okay, yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah.
So you need to, in my opinion, get some deeper knowledge on how to.
Yeah, you just need to know what you can follow up on. That's totally
so
true.
I fuck up. Oh shit! I need to do this real quick or something.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I have an issue with her at the moment. But yeah, she's fun to play. People don't rematch, but as usual.
Well, I think I've had that the most with Lidia, I think, because no one wants to play against this character.
That's weird.
Actually,
in
you
my
can't
opinion,
blame
but-
people. Like they wanted to ranked. They think like when I go into ranked, I want to play against characters that I have somewhat of a matchup knowledge of, or I want to learn the matchup. And if you don't know the matchup, you don't want to learn it.
Yeah, true. But I feel like the Lydia matchup, if you're playing as Lydia, I feel like it's very a straightforward matchup in my opinion
Yeah, same
because
here. I think.
like she's very linear. She's got that
Mhm.
weakness. Her her biggest low, like like the hell sweep. She
Yeah.
can only do that in point blank range. Otherwise, she
Mhm.
won't get anything off it. So really, like they are mostly like the pokes, like 442. You need to like be aware of, and when you get hit, like bind the stances, what she's gonna do. And besides that, I feel like the matchup is pretty simple actually. So
Yeah,
You have to get used to it, and you need to play enough against the character to
Yep.
even.
that's true,
yeah.
definitely.
Personally, I have a bigger problem playing Lydia against people that actually understand what she can do, because then you don't have that. Oh, I could just throw this out and
Yes.
no one will counter. It's I had that happen when I was constantly doing 1-2-4-4. It's her jab into low high string that she has, and the last hit is +6 on block, but it's high. You can duck it on hit, you can duck it on block, but if you don't know that, it's like, oh shit, I just ate the low. Oh my god, I'm still minus, and I'm forced crouch. Oh my god, like. If you don't know that, of course you'll eat it. But when someone does, and you already force it into your brain, I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be hard to retaliate, of course.
Then it becomes typical meshing tech, and I do my same move over and over. And why doesn't it work now?
Yeah.
They need to adapt, and that's the hardest thing in this game.
Yes,
Yep.
totally.
True.
You can do it, you win.
On Twitter, I've posted a poll on what most of the community thinks. Got quite the votes, and so it's not just like two people, like you guys right now, just sharing your opinion. So I'll just throw that on screen. You two can see it on Discord if you want to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's a bit. As you can see, like 80% of 17 is yes. I think Lidia is a very cool and success of a character, and most people that really shared their opinion is pretty much the same what we are saying right now. It's like she's cool, she's pretty decently balanced, her moveset is pretty fresh, interesting, but her whiff recovery is just a little bit weird, how like on some stuff she's super safe. Except for that, like it's known that what her weaknesses right now are, and people understand how to counterplay that. So I think that's. I'm very happy that they managed to finally make a interesting DLC character, because what I've seen, well, mostly if we're gonna talk about DLC characters, well, just when I think about DLC, I immediately think of Leroy and Fakram. That's the first that pops into my. Yeah, yes, because when we look at all the DLC characters, like every season 2 DLC character, in my opinion, like even the not so fair ones. For example, Mardo can be very annoying to deal with, or maybe Anna 50/50 after every knockdown can be annoying to deal with, but they are not stupid. No, they are not. Well, maybe Marduk, like Marduk is something else. But most season 2 characters are not absolutely dumb. It's the same with season 1, Noctis. But then you have Geese, of course. Geese was a different situation. But like most DLC characters were very cool. Mostly pretty good balance, not too weird. And then you also had season 3 start. I think Zafina and Genryu like Zafina was always known for her evasion. People already knew what she was gonna offer, right? People were just not ready that they really buffed her frames on pokes and how she just works as a character. And Ganryu, what they did with him, unfortunately, no one plays him. That's really, really. Please play him, please, for the love of God, play him. He's such a cool character.
Why don't you play him?
I play him. I play Ganryu.
No, you don't.
I play Ganryu. I haven't.
When's the last time I played against your Ganryu? Exactly. Never.
Yeah, well, I only play like Jin and Lidia now against you, so that's kind of unfair to say, but. Ganryu and Zafina were a very cool addition to the cast, and then they, of course, started with Leroy. And when people saw Leroy, me included, I was like, "Holy shit, this character was fucking sick!" Like, "Whoa, look at him go!" And then you play him; he's so boring. He's broken, boring.
He was so broken.
Yeah. Like,
I don't think you can fix a character like this with patches, in my opinion. Or you need, it's either it's gonna be still too strong, or it's gonna be unusable. One of the two.
Yes.
The middle ground, you removed that already.
Yeah, and the problem is because the reason that for that being is he has the moves. Like, even if you nerf the frames or the damage, he will still have the moves. He will still have down 3-2, that annoying hell sweep. Orbital.
Moves he shouldn't have in the first place, in my opinion.
And now he has fucking Paul quarter circle forward 1. Like, what? Lamau.
Spicy.
Oh wow, so much more interesting. I just do 1 quarter circle forward input.
Exactly, only 1 because 2 you
and then you have Fuckrum, right? Fuckrum had this weird ass fucking design, but people were still like, okay, he looks pretty cool. Maybe some throwback to Bruce. Let's go, because we all know Josie did mostly, for most people, I'll not speak for everyone. For most people, she did not deliver the spiciness that Bruce had.
Not spicy enough.
Fuckrum, of course, was the one that will fill in that. So when we saw him, we were like, "Oh no, shit! Look at his moves! Look what he does!" And he has the grip or whatever. That's what they showed in the trailer, right? But then that's a normal throw. First of all, he does not have a. I don't know the name for it. What they called in that fighting style, but it's basically. Like, they hold you and they go for
the clinch.
The clinching. Like, he does not have a clinch. Like, why does he not have a clinch?
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, KGM has spoken about that a lot of times. Like, he was really disappointed in that. And I totally understand where he's coming from, because Josie was obviously kind of like a Bruce clone, right? She has so many the same moves and the dash and stuff. Same as Bruce, and I feel like Fuckrum could have been something very unique. And they did try to experiment with some things, like, they had this kind of weird electric wind foot or something, like however you call it.
Yeah,
the super plus on block
high homing
high launcher.
Yeah.
And he had the guard break mechanics.
Yes.
Which was, I think it's interesting. I believe people at the start, when he was released, some people were concerned about it, but I feel like the damage kind of scales on it, right?
It doesn't scale. It's just knockdown. No, it's just knockdown. So at the wall, for example, what they did now with if you will get a wall break, it will heavily scale, right? So, but at season 3, because there was no scaling. Pretty much at a balcony break or a wall break, you would see it as a 0 damage launcher pretty much at the wall if you could get a break. But of course that's its own problem, because Fuckrum damage with or without launcher is just insane. It's always 80. But and of course the rage drive that he had with 3-1 Lamau 70 plus damage on it. Yes, and it's.
I still have a fucking video of that. It was so funny.
Oh man, and then his carry and his mix-up potential. He's like 50 million options from Downward 1. Like, it's so boring. It's so boring. It's just, it was very unfortunate. So I'm happy with Lidia right now, because she's not that at all. Excuse me for that, but that was my dad. So I'm very happy about that, just in general. it gives me also hope for future games. What they will do with then new characters, of course. In Tekken, well, in the next game, I'm assuming. Yeah, exactly. So this gives me higher hopes for the next Tekken if they do drop in like a few sets of new characters. Of course, they did that for Tekken 7 with like Katarina, Claudio, etc. So for the next game, I hope they take it in direction with Lidia, just making it a bit more difficult, but also interesting. And me talking about Tekken 8 or next Tekken, what do you guys think? Season 5 for Tekken 8?
What do you want or what is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Two big different things.
Which one is it?
Like, no, like, what do you guys think? Well, what's going to be? Are you guys thinking season 5 or?
Season 5 is gonna happen.
I'm expecting a season 5 as well. I feel like they are thinking probably that they can make more money with Tekken 7 right now. So I feel like they'll try to milk it some more. Yeah.
I see some extra spaces in the character select screen.
Well, there is space. There is space, of course. So it's very possible.
And some extra stage slots is also.
Well, if they do season 5, like Barracuda in chat says, I'm a die, but I will still play it.
Yeah, of course.
I feel
it's
you,
nice
I
that they
feel you.
update the game, but in my opinion, they do the wrong updates. They only add characters and nothing else, and stages. But
Yes, if they do a new season, I would prefer all focus on modes or more stages. You know,
it doesn't even matter what kind of mode. It needs to be online. That's 100% for sure. Doesn't matter what mode they add. It needs to be online. That's it.
Tekken Ball. Give it to us.
No, not even take a ball, but just anything interesting. But yeah, season 1 had a mode fucking dead on release.
Tekken Ball.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny?
I don't mind to play it. I'm sure I don't even have it, but I don't mind to play it. But there's no reason.
You know what's funny? I actually enjoy that mode, but it's just that you can't play it with anyone. That's the problem.
It's only offline.
Yeah, why is it only offline? That's so lame. Yeah, let me just get that.
Season 2 they add characters, okay, it's fine. Then season 3 they add more characters, okay, and then season 4 they add more characters and anything.
Well, to be fair, they added frame data, bro. You pay me that €3 for that extra.
Edition. It should be already in the game, but
yeah.
It's whatever.
But you know, like
it's there.
Gotta make some money.
Yeah.
Right?
What else did they add? Did they only add frame data or something else?
Yeah, it's like costumes, customization.
Oh yeah,
sort of
customization.
stuff,
like another.
Oh my god, customization.
Shirt with some letters on it.
Yep, and the Pac-Man or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I think there was some Pac-Man.
That one was fire. You cannot lie, though. I really like having the Pac-Man ghost on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, the ghost. Yeah, I was thinking like, what did they add? Like, I remember that in the arena stage they had like the Pac-Man.
Yes, that's unfortunately gone now since the update. They did say that's just for a temporary time as a celebration for Pac-Man's fourth anniversary or some shit. Like, that game old. Okay, that game old.
Boomer game.
Ooh,
but is it still in the game? It is, right?
No, it's gone.
Oh, I don't remember when it's gone.
Yeah,
okay.
the arena is back to its former self.
Yes, the lame version.
Yeah, but actually, like, if we're thinking like modes, like you mentioned, Trust, that they should be online. I had this idea like a while back because you know in Treasure Battle you have these weird kind of like turbo and like high damage.
Yeah.
Like they could, so I feel like that would be very simple and easy to implement for like a lobby. Like let's say
that would be pretty fun.
And you can select like a normal, regular lobby or like turbo battles or something like that. You know, like that's something very simple and fun that they could add, and it wouldn't really take much effort. So.
And it's also, I'm of course not a programmer. It's just easy. Just like do a 2x speed for funny, use funny combos. You do like 5 times the health, so games actually last because 2x speed is just crazy.
Yeah.
But, or I don't know. Just something else.
Some like party modes, kind of like.
Maybe party mode. Yeah. Like Disney says, just mini games maybe. Like
just
have things. What if ranked thing?
What if like what I do like Street Fighter 4? Street Fighter 4, the last version of the game, you could literally play every version of the game, but just
Mhm.
like against each other. For example, I could pick
Oh yeah.
start
yeah.
Street Fighter 4 Ryu against Ultra Street Fighter 4 Ken. Why
Yeah,
do they
yeah.
not do like?
I'm gonna pick season 1, Jin.
Let me pick season 2 Jin. Okay, the best version. Let me pick him.
Whatever you like.
I pick, for example, season 2 Jin, and then versus pre-patched Leroy. Like that, that'd be pretty funny.
I feel like that would be cool. Although I do see kind of like the trouble with that because I mean, sure they had like a couple big patches, but if you compare it to Street Fighter 4, that one really had like like the edition, like vanilla edition,
Yes, true.
arcade edition. Like I feel like maybe like in that context it's easier to do, but maybe that could be difficult.
Yo, imagine they bring back Vanilla Jin, where he was actually broken.
But let's go a different route now. But the ranking system, they also changed that, of course. With everyone got reset like 4 to 8 ranks or something back.
Yes.
But that's not the way I would do it. How I would do it is making a seasonal ranking and then see what rank you got the previous season. That would be more interesting, in my opinion, than just, hey, go have 4 ranks less for some reason. And
I feel like that would keep people, that would get people to come back more often. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you can see it's like, oh, in season 1 he got Warrior, but in season 2 he got Genbu. Oh yeah, he's improved.
Yeah, okay.
In season 3, oh, he got Fujin. And then in season 4, like I don't know what rank you start at the beginning or whatever. That doesn't matter, but just have something interesting instead of like the highest ranked people. Here you go, have Omega. That's like was it 80,000 points or something?
You need a lot of rematches.
Yeah,
you need to grind.
Yeah, you need like I think you need 80,000 points, but you get a bit more points than average. But there's still like 40 wins in a row, for example.
Yeah.
You know what they did something very interesting with the Omega ranks. When you hit Prime, you actually start at a quarter of your bar filled.
No, it's Attack and God even, I think.
No, at Prime.
Yeah,
at Prime. So
not Prime. I'm pretty sure it's Attack and God you already start at the quarter.
Yeah, I heard
really?
that as well.
Yeah. And then True Tekken God also, and then Prime, and then Omega also. It's funny, if you get just get Omega, it took you like 40 hours or something to get Omega, and then you lose 5 games in a row, and then you're back at Second God Prime.
Yeah, but I really like what they did was like, okay, you can lose 3 games in a row, you lose a massive amount of points. But if you win 3 times in a row, you win massive points. Why is that not at the start of like Blue Rex or something? Like that would make it so much more interesting.
I think it's just a test, so I don't mind. I think they just testing things, in my opinion. I don't think they want to have such a large impact already.
Yeah, but it's so boring. Like, what boring?
No, but that's my logic to it. Like, okay, you don't get any how do you call it, extra points. So if you lose, you lose 2-1 points less than you win or something. You know what I mean? But I think that's fine. And then for the final rank, you get a real challenge. That's
I get it.
In my opinion.
I get it.
Yeah.
But also, it's really weird that you start with a quarter of your points when you hit Tekken Gold or True Tekken Gold. It's harsh in my opinion, but okay.
Yeah, they just wanted to make it artificially harder, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we agree it's gonna be season 5 then, but
it's most likely gonna be season 5. Do we want season 5? That's a whole different question.
Would you want season 5?
What I said before, like, why did they only give us 2 characters for the same amount of money? I feel like there's kind of something weird about that. But...
Well, the season pass was a lot cheaper actually.
Season pass.
Oh, it was cheaper?
Yes, it was much cheaper.
I just bought it.
Well, while Trust is searching, I would rather have a new game, of course, but season 5 is totally more likely. Yeah, it's like someone said in chat right now, Tekken 8 is never gonna happen. we've fallen into the Street Fighter 5 category. Just throw them DLCs. People are gonna buy, including me. I will fucking buy because I am that kind of cuck. But I do enjoy the game, so I will keep
But
Buying or
most season
playing.
passes is 25 to 30 euros, and this one is 15. So
Oh, okay, so it was cheaper. Yeah. Okay.
90
Yeah,
friends
then-
own this game. Wow, too many friends that play Tekken. How many people do
Yeah,
actually have
like-
it?
Okay.
I feel like most people would prefer Tekken 8, but yeah, I think it's more likely that the season 5 is gonna follow.
Okay, this is interesting. Do you think the balancing is pretty good right now, or do you think it's bad?
It depends. It really depends. Like if you don't play against a character a lot, like what I saw going a few more steps in the future of the stream, but like Bilal's Akuma, like the down tree is still stupid if he has bar for Akuma.
Akuma down 3.
Akuma down tree into fucking.
just
Why is
down
Akuma?
3,
Why is
bro.
it down 3
Easy.
only -11? By the way, why is it only -11 on one? But
Besides that, I think comeback potential in this game, or having a down tree that just does half life minimum if you have bar and a good wall combo, that
it is very
does make the game
situational.
more fun. I know it's of course very hard to do a good combo with that, but if you can do it, then yeah, it's still there, and that's my issue. It's there.
Well, in that context, it's the same with Electric. Electric is a godlike move, and
Yeah, but electric is not an unseeable low.
well, it's an unseeable high plus launcher. So
That's true. But I feel
But I
like,
think-
I feel like electrics have already been in the game. Like it's basically a legacy move. So, I mean, unless if you're like a completely new player and you're like, oh, this guy's just spamming electrics. What do I do against it? Like, I feel like more people know how to deal with electrics than with Akuma's downside. Because
Yeah, but-
Akuma also has another, like, if he's in your face, you don't know what he's gonna do. He can just do his like while standing 2 into demon flip, and then you also eat half health. So there's
That's
you always lose.
of course, but that's a mix-up. But that's
True.
something different than just a see below oof and you're dead.
True, yeah, but I was more like comparing it to like electrics being very strong and down 3 being strong. I feel like the reasoning why they're strong is like a bit different. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just because you. Shall I say that the game is balanced? Like there are so many things that I don't like.
Yeah, I understand. Although, like, I mean, I feel like there are some characters, sure, like Akuma and Geese, that really have like some insane comeback potential. But if you think about the like, let's say quote unquote normal Tekken characters, like what would you say then? Like, are there any like exceptions like that you think like,
Marduk.
oh, those are super
Marduk just
broken?
kills you from 90%. If you're opal, it's 90 or 1% life, you die.
Yeah, I do agree with those. I think, yeah,
You
like-
press one button and then have fun. You don't even need rage to even with Marduk to die. You need a good wall splat, and then just the opponent needs to guess wrong twice, and then he's dead.
yeah.
Yeah, fair. Same with Paul. Like you eat a death fist on counter hit, say goodbye to your health bar.
Okay. Back on topic then. Do you guys have any opinions about the netcode currently?
I honestly didn't really notice that much difference. If anything, I feel like my game still crashes a lot, and like I have more lag spikes than before. So I don't know about it really. If it like got better.
In my
or-
opinion, of course it's nice having better connection, but they have the netcode update has one major flaw. Everyone, doesn't matter where they're from, show up as a 5 bar or a 4 bar. Countries that were 3 bar are still 3 bar in my opinion. They're still super laggy. Just a tiny bit better. They're still laggy, but yeah, they show up as 5 bar and it's indistinguishable, and that's super annoying.
Mhm.
Like you need to check Steam profiles. They say, oh, okay, this is the country next to me. It has a good connection, and they see the same exact icon like EN Europe sign, and then you check on their profile on the other side of the continent or whatever, or even not even on the continent. I had it's really funny. I had someone from Africa. I'm not sure, of course, because you can put in your own thing, and I showed that it was 5 bar, and then of course the instant you accept the match, it never turned 5 bar. It's always 4 bar. It also didn't turn 3 bar, but maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
season
yeah.
4. But it's such a flaw in the update. Everyone 5-bar in Europe, so bad. But overall, I'm happy. And with lag spikes, yeah, it's more noticeable. But I don't know. I have a bad memory with it. I don't know if it's also in the previous seasons.
Oh, it's definitely previous season. For
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, but it's not something like those things I see season specific or something. They just happen and that's it. And the crashes, they will still happen in season 5. They will just be as bad as now. They won't fix it ever. It's just a core thing in the game.
Yeah,
the
deal with
alt
it.
tabbing issue.
Yeah,
like every time when like for
The
instance
alt
when I
tab
was
RNG, the bootleg
when I was
RNG.
right before we started the podcast, right? You guys called me. And
Mhm.
I was in the lobby with some friends, and I was like, "Oh no, I have to risk my life now to alt tap and answer your call because I have only one screen."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh man, is this gonna crash my game? Is this gonna do I have to reboot my entire PC?" Like, I wish they would just fix that, man. Like,
if you have two screens, it's not that different. Because for me, I just do shift tab and then I can go
Yeah.
to my second screen.
But I also see something in chat like Apostle at Disney say show ping. But in my opinion, if ping can work, of course. But when I played Street Fighter 5, you had to choose your own country specifically, and I think that helps more, in my opinion. Don't you think so? Like if you can see someone is from the Netherlands,
but
it's something completely different than
Yeah,
say
yeah.
EN 5
the problem is with Street Fighter 5's mechanic. I know because I've played it as well. Is because you can choose your own country. People are gonna sometimes either pick a different country for like whatever reason, or I think there's also an option to not show your country. So that kind of nullifies the whole like.
Well, you can do the same with
idea behind it.
continent in Tekken.
Yeah. I feel like what is a better thing? Actually, in Street Fighter 4, it shows exactly the flag of which country that you are in. You don't choose it. It literally just detects through your internet connection or whatever where
your
you
IP.
Tag 2 at the same.
Tag 2
only for the world lobby or just the lobbies in general, not in ranked.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that would solve a lot of these issues, like people showing up as a 5-bar when they're clearly not. If it's just like visible right away, like from the get-go, which country they are from, I feel like it would help a lot with the like lag and stuff.
But of course, they made that, I assume, on purpose. They didn't show that on purpose because if the game isn't popular, I don't know if people still want to accept certain, how do you call it? Certain matches.
Like people from certain countries.
Yeah, because especially like in the high ranks, like there's no one online. There's no reason to play online unless you want like 2 or 3 people at most in those ranks. To play against, and if they're all from the other side of Europe and they're all laggy, what I usually see, it's not fun. It's not worth my time.
So let's talk about Kuni now. We have spoken about Lidia, so let's go to the other season 4 character. It's been quite some months now, 3 to 4 months since Kuni was released. What do you guys think of her now? It's been a while.
What do you think, Trust?
No
opinion. Okay, my opinion. Okay. Yeah, basically when she was released, of course everyone was hype, and so you saw her a lot, and now I never see her again. So yeah, that's basically how I see it as of now, as of play usage. So only a few people really liked her, I think, in the end. I don't know if the same will happen to Lidia. Like I played her also for launch, like a few days, and then also basically stopped. But we'll see when I continue. The character itself, it's hard to say in my opinion. I don't fight her often. I only know 1 or 2 players who play her. Yeah, it's difficult. It's like she's mix-up heavy. What's that?
What's this?
We're doing on the funny match. We're talking about 20 minutes.
I thought that was an A, but that's like one of those Japanese smiley things.
It looks more like an A than a mouth.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking A.
Can you not see me
Yeah,
blushing, my guy?
yeah, 3 lines, fucking epic.
Kawaii as fuck.
But that aside, yeah, it's hard still to say to me. I don't play the character myself. I only played her for like launch day and that's it. I know. I have nothing useful to say. What about you,
I feel
Yuki?
like I feel
Exactly.
like she was on release. People were very worried. I feel like I remember watching this video from Blasted Salami, I think,
Mhm.
or I don't remember. It could have been someone else, but he basically explained like that there were certain like her, for instance, her 1-1 string,
Mhm.
like that one, that it's fundamentally kind of like I don't know, like it completely can pin someone down and like
Yeah, it
literally
is
is a pure guess after you eat that on block.
like we said with Lidia. Lidia has some moves that you can easily sidestep her most important tools, but with Kunimitsu, the 1-1 is not that straightforward in my opinion. She
No,
has
no,
an
you
unsafe
need to
version,
block it. You
she has
need
a
to
plus
block it.
frame, she has a plus frame version, and she has a barely safe version.
Yeah, like basically she could just throw that out
Yeah.
when she's close to you, and you have to eat the mix-up. There's no other
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, and that's what I dislike about
Yeah, and
these
also
mix-ups these days.
another thing was the kunai.
Mhm.
I thought that was an interesting thing as well. I'm just briefly gonna repeat what he said because I thought that was a good point. He basically said like because she has that kunai, you're basically like limit a person's movement even from like half screen or so. I don't think it reaches full screen, right? The kunai.
Almost.
It is
Almost.
no. I think that has its full screen.
Okay,
Okay,
so
it definitely reaches very
yeah.
far. So yeah, the problem with the kunai kind of was that it limits your like almost full screen movement. Like if you literally just hold forward and she
Mhm.
does the kunai, you will get hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So like
It's not
he
the
said that's
same.
kind of like a
It's not the same like Noctis 4-2 because Noctis 4-2 comes out slow. Like it doesn't come pew.
yeah, it's not
Uh,
instant. Yeah.
yeah, it is. Also, I don't like that she still stays in the same position when
Even
she
if you
throws it out
whiff.
and you block it.
If you
No.
if you block it, she teleports. But if you whiff, she stands still.
Oh yeah, she teleports. Yeah, but if
Oh,
you twist,
yeah,
twist it. So that's I don't like it. I'd rather have Noctis version when he comes close to you. But
It-
yeah, it's not fun if there's a big space and
Yeah.
you think I'm gonna hold back until they come to you,
Yep. Yeah.
or you're
But
gonna
I
go
mean,
forward and then you risk of getting hit, and that's not fun gameplay. That's just waste of time in my opinion. It's not high pace.
yeah.
It's just
But
okay.
you
I'm
know,
gonna wait now because it's guaranteed that I'm gonna get hit when I dash forward now because
but
the
we know
timing
it's a
will fuck me up.
2D. It's a 2D game now, right, Tekken? So
Oh,
I mean,
all
kind of
right.
fits the theme, no? But jokes aside, like those two things, I feel like they are definitely online. Quite you can definitely abuse like things like that. I feel like Kuni in general has a pretty online kind of playstyle with a lot of high risk,
Yeah,
high
I
reward
very
modes
I
and
agree
mix-ups.
with that a
String
lot. I
based.
agree with that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so that's
her
why
her down
yeah, that's
4-2 and
why I
fun
thought
stuff.
it was so interesting. I mean, we're gonna get to that later as well, of course.
Yeah.
At the UFL, that was actually the first time I think that technically we've seen Kuni in an offline environment. So I thought that was very interesting
Yeah, I agree,
because
man.
yeah,
One
we've
more
only
small
seen her online.
Yeah.
One
Before
more
that.
small thing I want to say. Her down for 2, why is it minus 12? I
I
know it was launch 12, but
I
it's so,
agree, man.
it's
That
so
should be
random.
minus
I
30.
just watched some King Galaxy stream when the stream was over,
Hmm.
and I saw, I think, Tensler, he threw out down for 2, and Kertja, he plays Marduk. Marduk is already a big character. He tries to 1-2 it, like a whiff punish, or a block punish, or block,
Hmm.
and a 1-2 just whiffs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
minus
reach.
12, like, okay. If it like make it at least minus 13, so you can use more moves. Minus 12. Most characters have a generic down forward 4 as a 12 frame or whatever. Or you need to be lucky and have a king back 1 or something.
The Jin life I cannot punish. 12 frame.
Yeah.
12 frame
Yeah,
stuff
but-
is from far.
Mhm.
But
And
that's not fun. That's more annoying than fun.
Yeah, and then I don't understand why people are defending it. Like, there's so many down forward 2s in the game that are just -13.
But
And those
also
are...
the argument, it launches crouch. It's like, how often do you crouch?
Oh,
Like you're
that's so dumb.
95% of the time you're standing straight. So I find that argument not that strong, but whatever.
Lol, fall, down forward 2 also don't launch crouch.
Those are also very stupid. I don't agree with those at all, but
But those are safe too as well.
Yeah,
Same
those are
for,
safe too.
My problem is
boomerangs.
that it's a weapon. It's a weapon. Like, it's a sword attack with the down forward 2.
Oh yeah, so they also have those properties. Very
Yeah,
nice.
you cannot you cannot parry it.
Oh yeah, of course the Jin main doesn't like that. You can't.
I
parry.
can parry. What do you mean? I'm Jin. I
Oh,
can.
Jin can. Oh wow, right.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
I'm not talking
God
about.
hands.
Yeah, I swipe it over here.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, it's stupid.
But on another note for Kuni, I remember TJ we played a few sets a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I played some Kuni and you actually were very easily like outspacing and using your movement basically to outplay Kuni.
Yeah,
or
but
Mikey
that's
at
also
least.
the thing, right? She's also a lab character. Like, if you know, you can destroy the character. If you don't know, you get your ass whooped because it's like 1,000,000 strings, and you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, the character is literally, I sidestep right and I kill you, and then and then she has down forward 2. I think that tracks that side, but that's punishable, of course. But I mean, like, her down forward 1, I can sidestep electric or sidestep hop kick or whatever. Her what's her dash stance? I don't know the name.
Set.
Yeah, her set 2. That's, you can sidewalk. It is safe, but you can sidewalk
Is
right
it not
at.
roaming?
No, you can
I
sidewalk
know how
right.
it looks like, but I don't know the properties.
It tracks a little bit, but if you like start sidewalking while she's dashing, I feel like that'll.
You know, it will whiff and you get her back. Her other set moves, like the low, that's fucking garbage. It's just gimmick move. If you block it, she dies. If you get hit, it's 0, and you're both in crouch.
But that's how most people play against her. Like, most people don't really know her in detail, and that's, I think, the issue.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she's literally an Eddie or a Yoshimitsu.
Just know the matchup, bro. What do you mean you only play her once every 4 months? Oh wait, she's only released for 3 months. You only played her once in release. Okay, have fun.
Yeah, but that's it. Like, that's what I mean. She's just another added character. That if you don't understand, you will get your ass whooped. Master Raven is also like that. Like,
yeah, Master Raven. Like, sometimes I think, can they just not delete the character just because it's too much at one point. Like, okay, there are 5 people online right now in these ranks. Oh, okay, it's this lab character that I only see once every year. I don't know the matchup anymore.
Well, you main a lab character. Like, who plays Jack?
Exactly. Yeah, it's one of the curses they receive for me. But some characters, especially string characters, aren't straightforward. Like, if you have poke characters, of course have a gimmick string, but if your character is mostly strings, like a Josie, I wouldn't even say Raven that much of a string character, but she has some weird stuff. She has a backturn stance where she just parries you. You think, oh, that's punishable. No.
Well, Raven's definitely not super string based, but you need
not string heavy, but
no, but you need to know what she has. That's
some gimmicks, gimmick based, yeah.
But that's just Raven being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think we can all mutually agree. Kuni is a cool character. If you don't,
it is a cool character.
I do like
she should stay, but
if you don't agree, you get shot. Okay.
That was a bit extreme, but yeah, I don't see it too often, and when I see her, I'm not really a too fan of playing against her. So, in my opinion, she's one of those characters. She's fun to play as, I assume, but not to play against. That's a big issue in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of those characters. Yeah, they're fun to play, but definitely not fun to fight against.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the main issue of Tekken 7. Fun to play as, like characters maybe like geese, not to play
I think
against.
that's just every fighting game, actually. It's not just specifically Tekken.
No, of course, everyone have a different taste, and like, some person really likes to fight a Nina, for example. Some person think, oh no, a Nina.
Actually insane, but imagine liking fighting in a kick W.
Well, some people do. That's opinion, of course, but
Probably people who know the character.
but yeah, especially characters that lock down opponents with a simple 1-1 string.
Yeah, yeah.
It is not. It doesn't. This does not bring joy.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't really feel like good design.
No,
yeah.
and that's a bit annoying. I think that's maybe is for the new DLC Lidia. Maybe that's a bit of a strength. It's a bit more linear. Maybe that's for the better. So we have more defensive options.
Yes.
Yeah,
And not
think
only
it was,
offensive.
yeah, I think it was a good idea that they kind of switched up the design choice for
Yeah.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they gave her like an option for everything, but that's also kind of weird. Like she has literally
Yeah, she has to punish for almost everything.
no, she has
Absolutely.
for everything a punish. Literally
Yeah, for
everything.
every
Yeah,
like
yeah.
frame, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
10 frames.
So
upwards.
even long range moves, she can just forward for 2 or instant wall running 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can't escape.
Yes, and her full crouch mix up, or not mix up. I mean her punishment. She has the 12 frame splat.
Yeah, Spare needs
Oh,
it,
yeah.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
DLC splat. Yes.
DLC splat.
Yeah,
She
but
has an
Nice one.
extraordinary 11 frame with an extra hit on it.
yeah,
And that's plus 8 even, not even.
yeah,
Was
that
the
that,
generic
that
was setting for plus 5 or 6.
yeah, but that's like Kazumi while setting 4/4, like it's mid high.
Mm-hmm.
But Kazumi's one
So
was
she-
for splat
So she has that addition for extra
damage. Okay.
frames and damage.
Yes. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for Kuni then. What do you guys think of the stages? Personally, I do like them a lot. And I'm specifically talking about season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4 stages. Like Vermilion Gates was such a perfect, like new stage to me.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Like with the sakura trees in the background and what place are you there? Like that one
Yeah,
mountain
it's
mountain.
near Mount Fuji. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's actually a real place. That stage, believe it or not, like the pagoda that she stands on, like Kuni, during her like during the trailer and during her intro as well.
Yeah.
It's called the Chureito. It's a very famous tourist spot actually.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, when I saw that during the trailer, I was like, damn, that's pretty hype.
yeah. I think that stage is really, really, really cool.
Are
And
there even bad DLC stages?
There are
Negan, in
No,
my
but the
opinion.
ones you have, like
The
Negans,
Gi,
no,
the Gi
Noctis,
stage is sick. The Gi
Geese,
stage is
Negans, Vakurams, and Kuni and Lydia. Like,
Oh yeah, also
of them are bad.
and you also have the vanilla stages that they gave back.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I don't really count those. It's just a swap of direction where the balcony break is, and then just here you go, another color filter. Have fun.
True. Okay.
Yeah, it's lazy in my opinion, but whatever. It's there. Okay. Then I
Yeah,
have
I mean,
the
it's
then I have
better
the
than
stage the different color. It's be like that.
Yeah. Personally, I do not like Negan stage too much because it's
Mhm.
too dark constantly. It's
Yeah, I can understand it. I don't have that much of an issue with it. Talking about complaining about stages. Worst stage. What's the worst stage I can think of? I think Dragon's Nest is the worst with the rain.
what?
Final round. I find it awful. I can't see anything.
What? Dragon's
I have a mod
Nest
for-
is awesome.
It's an awesome stage, but the rain effect in the final round is just the worst addition you can give to a stage. Nobody likes what do you call it? Reflections. Nobody likes it being too dark, especially if a dark costume or whatever. It's unseeable. It is not. It's so bad. Exactly. It's really bad.
Man, y'all babies.
No, but if it's a legitimate complaint.
No, I get
It's
it. I get it.
And I have
Yeah,
a mod for
get
it.
too.
I have a mod for it that disables the rain, and then the stage is very playable. Then it's a fun stage. And
Okay. Besides
I
that,
think
which
maybe the Akuma stage with the tall grass, but that's
What?
that's,
What? That
But
stage is so
that's a
sick.
that's a tiny bit. this just a tall grass part, but it's just a tiny complaint. It's not that much of an issue.
Right.
I can say anything, so-
You're completely
true,
right.
true, yeah.
It's your
I-
opinion.
Those are the small things, but especially the rain. That's unplayable for me.
I do get where you're coming from. Yeah, I have a little problem. I think maybe it's just me. Probably it's just me actually. But with the new like beach like Lydia stage,
Oh yeah, the
I feel
colors
like
are
it's
so
a
awful.
bit
With...
bright for me at least.
Right?
No, for me it's the opposite. I don't like it being completely orange everywhere. It's,
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
like the day stage is really nice. The beach stage and the poolside stage is really nice. But when it's final round, like, why is it orange? Why is everything orange now?
I didn't
Excuse me.
notice that.
No, you need to. If you can't see it now, it's completely orange.
Personally, I don't have a complaint about that at all. My problem is where the light is located, because especially in the final round, there is I think there is literally a light missing, because there's only light coming from here where the sun is standing, and that's why, for example, this side is not face to the sun, so this will completely light up just like this. Like it will lit. I'm gonna be very white now, but I will have very dark parts here in my face, and on this side will also be completely black. And that's what I've noticed that while playing as well, and that's extremely bad, because
It's distracting.
yeah, really,
Yeah.
because you.
Yeah, I think that's probably my issue as well. Yeah.
Other than that, I really like the stage. I think it's really cool. You have Violet laying in the back like this, chilling. And when you pick Lee, Violet is actually not in the background, so you'll actually have a special quote-unquote detail when you pick
I
Lee.
thought that was a cool detail.
Yeah. I think that's cool. And funny enough, they did this the same in Tekken 5, so it's not new that they did this.
Oh, wow. I mean, I never played Lee in Tekken 5, so I didn't know that.
I mean, neither. I just found out that someone mentioned it, like, because the pool stage, where you actually, it's very low pixel, of course, because resolution in older games like PS2 era for background was, of course, quite low. But you actually had a character with purple hair, and that was supposed to be Violet. But when you pick Lee, that purple quote-unquote character would not be in the background.
Oh.
Yeah, so they.
Damn, the lore.
Yeah, they.
Yes. Lore stream, let's go.
And excuse me for the background, I'm watching TV. But funny enough, now mentioned in the chat, the boat fishing stage, you actually have Ganryu sitting in the background fishing. But when you
Yeah, someone mentioned that as well.
but
too,
when you
yeah.
pick Ganryu, he will actually no longer be there, because you pick Ganryu.
Yeah. Some like cool little Easter eggs.
Yeah, that's
I feel
really
like they could definitely put more of that kind of stuff in there. I think people will really
Yeah, but
appreciate it.
in general, like the Tekken 7 stages are just super lifeless. So what they did with season 3 and season 4, that like those stages are really cool. Like actually, pretty much I like every DLC stage, just the Negan one a little less, because it's extremely dark constantly. Okay, because I like Final Fantasy 15 a lot, but so I do like the Hammerhead stage.
I just
and
wish it was bigger, man. Like
why is
there's
it?
so much room. Like
Honestly,
why
they
couldn't they make that like infinite or
if they
something, or
were gonna if they
semi-infinite?
were gonna do a Final Fantasy 15 stage, there are so many cooler locations I can think of, especially like the this is talking about the game, of course. You have you have legit like the Royal Palace, like in the game itself. There is the final boss. You fight him there, right? You could have made the stage there. That would have been way cooler. Like actually, you know.
Well, I never know. Maybe for spoiler reasons they didn't or whatever. So.
Spoilers.
Maybe this one.
I get.
I feel like
I
maybe
never
this.
played the game, so.
I think this stage is more would be more iconic and recognizable for a lot of people because
Yeah, because that's literally
in a
where
lot
you
of
visit.
media, yeah, you see this kind of.
Yeah, This is literally what you visit. But then again, the game starts off from the royal palace, so that's why I said like, that's a cooler location, you know. But whatever. That's just me. But I really like the characters. You even have little Easter eggs with the icon in the background, like showing, oh, here is your mission or whatever. And
Oh wow, I never saw that. What
you
the hell?
don't? You have
No.
you have two icons. One, an item icon when you look in a hammerhead. And funny enough, where they put the item icon, it's actually in the game itself. You can find a potion there, and so that's pretty funny.
Oh wow.
And when you look at the weapon shop, there will be another icon, and that is a mission icon. So they really put in some extra.
Man, I
fun.
pick this stage so often and I've never seen this. What the
Really?
hell? I'm like mind blown right now. I do know that like in the Negan stage, you can like hear a zombie and
Yes.
like see him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think also.
Yes,
I
yes.
found it
at the right
recently
angle. Yeah.
playing Jack, and I only did the 3+4 where he goes up, and then you can see over the bushes, and you can see the zombie in the background.
That's crazy.
You have 3 locations of zombies, like one in the left corner, one in the and when I mean left corner, like you start like this, right? And then I mean this one.
Yeah, there's
This
one in the
one.
corner. That's the one I saw. I don't know where the others are.
You have also one in the middle, I think, and one in the other corner. And they're
But
Okay.
they're hiding
Okay.
basically. They're not in plain sight. You
no,
really need to look for
you
them.
have the goons, and then you have a like a chain wall or whatever, and that's where they're like, rah.
Yeah.
Oh, Howard Estate stage. I completely forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
a very cool stage as well. I completely
hope-
agree.
In whatever next Tekken game, if you ever see that in the coming 10 years, that they include like another Forgotten Realm or another Howard Estate. Like ones with multiple breaks, they're really fun. You only need 1 or 2 of them, but they're really fun in my opinion.
Maybe
Especially-
the story mode stage where it was either sides where it would break walls.
Oh yeah, that's also.
I
and
think that's
maybe,
cooler.
That's of course a wish. You know, Tekken Tag 2s had a warm-up, some kind of practice area where you had a floor
Yeah.
break, a
Yeah, you
balcony
could
break.
break,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all the
yeah.
walls
You
and
had
walls.
everything.
Yeah,
You had
that was-
everything.
So even back then, it's possible to do those things. So if they have like a multi-combination stage, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think
Falcon stage is also really good with that. But
I
I'm not-
I hate the start, but other than that,
I
it's a
think
good stage.
I think Falcom's stage is maybe a bit of a mistake in where to start.
No, I
Like
just
maybe it's better to start with
the second
the count
where
full
you.
break.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a bit too broke. Like with the first launch, it gets massive damage, and an opponent.
Well, technically they did what you're talking about. Like you have balcony break and then floor break, but I just dislike how you start. Like you begin in such a small square. Like why is that?
But or else you cannot make it fair, or you need to get a balcony break on both sides.
No,
Like if you do
no,
it,
that's not what I mean. I'm talking about
Oh.
like it's so small. Like you go
Yeah.
you go downstairs one, and then suddenly it's a much bigger area, and that's actually comfortable to fight in.
Mhm.
And
maybe that's the reason to force you to that.
the
break,
balcony
maybe.
break, yeah, I guess. But what I really like with the latest stage, when you go downstairs, the area is so fucking
the beach is
huge.
Yeah, the
Massive.
beach is huge. Yeah.
And
Like,
honestly,
there are only a
this
few characters
they
that
should strive to these stages. Everyone has so much carry. Just make the stages that huge. Okay, sure, make the start point maybe what we have now. Like it is big, right? It's a quite a big triangle, but when you go downstairs, boom, massive stage. They need to do
I
that
think
more.
That's a really good choice. I didn't even talk about that of stage sizes, but that's a really good choice. Because in any stage, if you're in the middle, you get a wall guaranteed. It's not fun.
Yes.
And with Lidia's stage, the beach section, if I get a launch at the start of the round, which of course happens, you can get close to the wall, but you don't get a splat, and that difference, in my opinion, is pretty big. It's not like if you eat a launch, first of all, it's damaging. Let alone a wall combo, and then you're half life, and there you go, disadvantage. Very fun
Yeah.
game.
Yes, very true, man. Very true.
Especially wall combos.
Yes.
And then the of course the Okizemi of wall combos, which is also just a pain in the ass at the moment. It's not fun. If your opponent knows what the setup is, yeah, have fun.
You
Just
die.
guess. You die.
Lemao
Guess right,
jump
and you
over
get no
set.
reward.
Yes, it's that's quite annoying. But so I really like that the stage is extremely big, and I also like it changes songs actually when you go downstairs. Like it actually
Oh
goes
yeah,
to
there
the
are
beach.
like both like remixes of like classic songs, right?
Yes, poolside
Yeah.
and beach stage. I do not like the beach one as much because it's the whoop whoop,
Yeah,
but it's still good. I like them both.
Yeah.
So the
On PS4 you can at least change it to
yeah
whatever you like.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's good.
Bring it to PC, Harada. Please give us
Yeah, give us the
jukebox.
jukebox.
I hate
But I
it.
mean, we have mods, right? So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that doesn't make it always. Yeah, whatever. You know what
It's
I mean.
there, it's just disabled, I believe.
Yes, it's actually in the files jukebox, but you just need to access via codes.
oh wow.
Breaking TOS, I see.
Okay, yeah, I just in general the season 4 stages they're very great. I hope they do go further with these kind of stages. And what do you guys? Okay, so we've discussed the stages, like the characters, state of the game. There was a recent patch, of course, with Lidia dropping.
Mhm.
Excuse me for background. I cannot do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
here. Steve, Bakram, heavy nerves. Steve has some stuff gutted. Of course, the character is still
Yeah, yeah.
super good. But Vakram, they really gutted some moves. 3-4, no longer knocks down on normal hit. As it should, by the way. And
Yeah, yeah. And 1-4 not plus 10 billion.
yes.
And doesn't
For-
wall splat anymore either.
Yep, it no longer
Oh, yeah.
splats.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a pretty good nerf because that was too strong.
Standing
Yeah.
3-1, 3-1, that's minus on block now. Not punishables, minus 3 on block. It used to be 0.
It's standing 3 in general is -9, so
Yes,
that's
so.
also something.
Uh,
And was it 1-1 counter change? No more splat?
no, it used to counter hit string if I remember correct, and now it no longer does. And they made it more minus on block, so it's not the same safeness or
Is it
whatever.
punishable?
No.
I think it is.
No.
Still not. Okay.
Um,
And what else? Oh yeah, the wall combo, wall damage. I don't. So
Yeah.
weird. Like he has an easy back 4-3-2.
yeah.
That's easy. Or you have the 4-3-4.
Bullshit.
No, 4-3-2, and then 4-3-3.
I have no idea what.
Something like
I don't know what
you
you're talking
remember
about.
the mini charge.
Oh
kick,
yeah.
Yeah.
4-3-2, 4-3 real fast, and then in 3.
Yeah.
Like why does that the same damage? So I'm good that they nerfed.
I never noticed that. I thought it did more damage, especially.
No, it did the same damage. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I remember. I remember it doing 1 or 2 points more damage, especially after a wall splat.
Yeah.
But
I thought that was the same, but yeah, maybe there's a video most likely out of it that just shows what the actual things is.
But yeah, like speaking of like talking about the nerfs, I feel like at least for Fakuram, like it was definitely necessary. Like the guy was still pretty overtuned in my opinion. But what do you think about the Steve nerfs? Because I remember when that happened, a lot of Steve players went on Twitter angrily typing on the keyboard.
Yeah,
They gutted my
Twitter.
boy. What is this?
Steve is not top 2. What's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
like they cut off his arm or something. Like
I can only use 3 moves now instead of 4.
You know what's.
So, what did you guys think about that? Like,
It's fair.
mostly the down for a tune.
It's really simple
You
how
have.
it works.
I was playing Steve up against Steve. When I actually managed to stab this character and launch him, something fucking exploded in my mind. I was like, holy shit, they actually changed up this character. Especially with down forward 2 not homing. I stepped it and launched him for, like stuff like that just does something to you, okay? It made something.
Like a euphoria.
The issue is it's a safe homing
Mid,
countered
counter.
launches, and if the opponent is good and knows how to combo, you die.
Yes, and, so no longer it's still the same knockdown, just no longer homing.
That's really important.
Back one, his main counter hit launcher, like it's pretty much the same move, just more with recovery. So he can no longer just do that and just be safe. He cannot.
That's one of those typical things. It's fun to play as but not to play against. I cannot sidestep a single move because if he down 4-2s, eesh. Oh, back one, let me punish it. Oh, he hit another one, I'm too late.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yes.
that's not fun. And also, your options get limited. Oh, what's he gonna do? Let me sidestep. Oh no, he does a homing move, that's safe. Now I can do anything about it.
Mm.
And he can cancel it. I don't know how the frames change for it.
No,
but,
it's just safe. It just says safe. But the thing is, if you dash up and do down 4-2, it will realign. So it's
yeah, okay, but that's extra work. I don't mind that. That's extra work. That is
yes,
fine.
and that's the thing. You actually need to play Tekken with this character now. It's no longer I have an anti-neutral move.
Yeah, but that's in my opinion, that's not fun to play again. It's not fun. It's really simple.
So yes, those nerfs were very, very necessary. Necessary. Like
Yeah.
you had Fuckram. Okay, like he was a dumb character. We get it. But Steve has been this since every game he has
Yeah,
been.
forever.
Literally
Yeah.
since release, he has been stupid, and he has only been made more dumber. Like literally, he had Tekken 4, he was like insane. He had Tekken 5,
Yeah.
he has an infinite and other dumb shit. You go to Tekken 6, you know what they did in Tekken 6? They nerfed him in vanilla, and then Steve mates were like, Steve is no longer top 3, I need to learn the game. So what they do, they lower the hitbox of 4-4-2, and suddenly, you know what this character gets? Launching punch parry, at the wall. When I get a knockdown from my unseeable low, I get a full combo, bound at the wall, dumb shit like that. Stuff that was very hard to do, like forward dash 1, which gave a knockdown, 3-4-4-2, boom, easy launch, stuff like that. And go to Tekken 7, guard break.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I don't get that. Like, he doesn't have the best lows, and there's a reason for that. But yeah, you don't filling gaps basically. But yeah, there's so many videos on YouTube about that. how
So
people
when
complain
they
about filling gaps.
finally nerfed something that was very deserved, of course, it was needed. Like they gave him the Jin treatment. Like Jin was too strong in season 2, so they nerfed stuff in season 3, and they were like, okay, maybe we should gut him a little bit more. So they removed the magic 4 counter, but Jin still functions just as good. So, Steve has gotten the first Jin nerf. Okay, let's call it that. From season 2 for season 2. What do you mean? What nerfs? I no longer counter hit launch my lows.
Oh yeah, but you got the what they call Zen 1-3.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how many hits you do. Oh, balcony break, I've already 50 hits. Oh, boop. Here we go. But yeah, it's whatever. But I think every character needs a clear weakness or just some weakness.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I feel like these nerfs were pretty good. I still think Steve functions
Yeah,
quite
it's
well.
just
as
the
He
same.
still was.
He only
He's
needs-
still
he
really
has
good.
Nothing about his core essentially that changes. It's just like they have to like you can't just throw out like certain moves anymore as
He's-
brainless as you could.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's still a really good character, but he actually has a category now. He is literally just counter hit base as he should, but at first he was like, I can delete neutral, but no, he can no longer do that, which is
See
good.
what other characters got hit.
Oh yeah, because there were some other changes as well.
Oh, and they fixed Leroy's Hermit low parry. Apparently, he didn't low
Yeah,
parry
they
some
fell
stuff.
for multiple characters at the same thing.
It was mostly fixes, but this patch was mostly nerfing Fuckaram and Steve.
My God.
And what they explained the changes. That was very
Yeah,
nice.
that was very nice. Yeah, because before, like, we kind of had to decrypt like a lot of the things that they nerfed. Like, they would say something very vague. Like,
Yes.
I think it's a step in the right direction.
Yes,
definitely,
because
yeah,
for example, like Jin, they nerfed 4-4-4, the right X kick he has that hits grounded. It's now 0 on block. If you just look at it, you're like, why would you do that? But then you figure out Jin's new wall combo. it gives the backflip, right? But if you do forward foot 4, that move tracks both ways if you attack roll. So if you attack it, you would get a free +4 basically. And if you would stay on the ground, you would still get hit. So it would literally be a option for everything. So they were like, okay, that's a bit too dumb. So we make it 0 on block. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But if you don't explain it, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why would you do that?"
Also, quite important is Julia nerfs.
Oh, they nerfed
Oh,
Julia.
I actually kind of missed that.
Yeah, it's a bit of
part
a
of
hidden
the
thing, but a few moves were safe and now unsafe. Follow-ups do less damage.
Okay.
And what's the fast like going in move that she has?
Forward 1, you mean?
Yeah, forward. Forward 3-1. Yeah.
Yes, they nerfed the knockdown, so it gives something else. It no longer gives guaranteed forward 3.
Oh, that's a teleport from range 5.
Yes.
Yep, the Superman punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it no longer gives a free forward 3.
Oh.
That's like not everything, especially for a move that reaches from so far away, needs a guaranteed follow. Why haven't they touched Devil Jin? That's the only weird thing.
They didn't nerf Devil Jin.
Yeah, like that tech 2 hell sweep that they gave him. That was.
Okay. You know, at this point, they just want Devil Jin always to be the strongest Mishima. They were like, okay, Jin is now the strongest Mishima. We don't like that. We're gonna make Devil Jin again.
Yeah, there is definitely a Mishima main like in that dev team.
Well,
like,
yeah,
sure.
we literally have a guy that
like
is
Mishima
called
Star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, name a flaw of Devil Jin.
Yeah. Name a flaw of Devil Jin. He has none.
He doesn't have AOP.
Let's.
No. For real, he has everything. Like stuff that, for example, Jin has trouble in is a long range punish. From 10 to 12 frames. That's why Jin cannot punish get up kicks properly. Like he has trouble in that. What is Devil Jin? Lamau back 1 reaches from range 15.
12 frame.
Yeah, knockdown. Not free.
Okay, so he has punishment. He has the 1-1-2. We have the back 1 for stronger.
He has a can.
Cancelable, by the way.
Yeah.
He has a wall bounce. Wall bounce cancelable again.
That's so dumb. You don't no longer need to commit for it. It has become a mind game.
Okay, homing moves. Okay, you can back 4. You can do laser scraper. Okay, that's homing, not completely homing, but homing enough.
It's homing. It tracks both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
But but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, we're gonna sidestep the hell sweep. Sidestep left. Oh, up forward 4, safe, guaranteed follow up. Also, why?
Also.
But that's up forward 4 is linear though, but.
Yeah, but it tracks to the weak side, and that's the issue.
It does?
Yeah, it tracks to sidestep left.
You're kidding.
Yeah, you need to sidestep right that. And if you sidestep right, you eat the hell sweep.
Also...
Why would you step something if you see it coming? Just block it. In the famous words of Michael Murray.
Yeah. Okay. But even if good, how do you call it? You can react to that. He also has a full throw game, so he also has that spot covered, so you cannot.
They gave him the Jin bufferable throw.
Yeah, he can buffer the throw now, so that's a quality of life change in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was a Jin only thing, and they were like, let's give that to Devil. What the fuck? They're just giving Jin shit to Devil Jin.
Even like talking about then the AOP stuff like before, it's basically a panic move up 4 of Devil Jin.
Yeah, it is.
You can get out of your mid, your low, your high, whatever. It doesn't matter. It goes away.
Yeah,
and then, of course, the wall damage. His staple wall combo is automatic floor break.
Oh yeah.
And it gives extremely good Oki.
It leaves them face down, feet away.
Yes.
So like, if you want to do a get up kick, you either counter it down for 2, just easy or whatever. Or if you side roll, yeah, another 50-50 setup. Here we go. Because you cannot tackle it, it's a spike.
Yes, yeah, that's a mind game. There is a 50-50 at the wall. If you do down 3, it will beat every option. I'm not kidding, but if you roll on the ground, I need to do a slide forward dash down free.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Yeah, so after the wall combo, like back to
Yeah, back
one.
to,
So
one up
so
forward,
you
yeah.
so if you do down free, it will counter every option except low block and side roll. So what you can also do if I have a read, they will duck. So I'll do back four. Back four also hits grounded.
Mm-hmm.
But
I even forgot about a back four counter hit launcher.
Yeah,
Grounded hit
back
mid.
four.
steel pedal kick W. He's the one that
Yeah.
started it. Devil Jin.
Yeah, but it's not the issue that he has it, but he has too many of these tools.
Yeah, he has literally every tool, and they're all
also-
good.
He's also the safest character, in my opinion, to check any opponent with. Down forward 1, delay 2. Okay.
And he
While standing punish, while standing 1, 2.
yeah.
Okay, it's not minus 30 and I have no risk here.
Yeah. I feel like if they made some of those tools, like for instance, while standing 1, 2, if they made that like I don't know, punishable.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine that he has one sending 1-2. Why does he have one sending 1-4? Why does he have
Also good, yeah, you can argue about that. Why does he have one sending 1-4?
why does he have the 13 frame splat? Why does he have that?
Why does he have a launching hell sweep?
Now you're asking the real questions.
Stop giving Jin stuff to Devil Jin. And they gave Jin Zen 1-3 to Devil Jin in
Yeah.
season 4.
Especially like me and TJ who play on player 2. If we eat one hell sweep and he finishes it, we can't do anything. We are fucked. We cannot sidestep left from crouch. Because we play on player 2, so that's also stupid.
Yes.
And even if you guess, even if you can be able to sidestep left if you're playing on player 1, yeah, you can do up forward 4, or you can do laser scraper or whatever.
He can do whatever. He's +4, man, and you're standing. You're in standing after the hell sweep, after the full hell sweep.
You're not standing, you're in crouch, right?
No, you're standing. You put your opponent in crouch, so he can just do laser scraper instantly.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's sorry, misunderstand that. Yeah,
after
your
the
opponent is in
tattoo,
crouch, and that's the issue. Because you are mostly the opponent and not the Devil Jin player. So you need to guess that he doesn't.
Yeah, you're completely.
Yeah,
It's so dumb. Like it's so dumb.
He has the combo damage, he has the 50-50s, he has the panic moves, he has the throw game.
He's like
He has
truly
the low,
like complete character.
He also
yeah,
has the low pokes, counter it down back 2.
Why the fuck did they give him that?
The counter down back 2 into rage chart, here we go.
Down back 2 counter hit knockdown.
Oh yeah.
Why would you? And it fucking high crushes.
Like if you have the execution, he's the best character in the game.
Like Lamau down back 2 counter hit knockdown, and then back 4. Oh whoa! Well, what you know what happened? We got another 50-50 situation. Lamau up. What am I gonna do? A forward 4 or hell sweep?
I think if they made up forward 4 punishable, like even minus 10 or something, I think it's
make it minus 17 or some bullshit. Like it's so annoying.
But if it's punishable, it's way more rewarding to sidestep.
Yeah, I feel like if it would be punishable, also that would be.
It wouldn't be a problem anymore because then they would like, okay, I'll block it.
Of course, the guaranteed follow up. So he needs to go for a guessing game, like.
Well,
technically, do electric if you stand up, and then you either electric.
Well, actually, actually, okay. After up forward 4, there's nothing guaranteed unless it's very close hit.
That's true. Yeah, they already did nerf that. Yeah.
Yeah, but so they give it back. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
He needs it. Yes.
Season 3 Devil Jin was the most interesting Devil Jin, okay? Because I was actually thinking with that character. Like
thinking with 2 brain cells instead of 1.
I was about to say, wait, when?
Because in season 3, up forward 4 gave nothing. It was a mind game on hit. It was either okay, I'm gonna do electric, you get launched, or back 4. It was.
Like a rage art, just in general. Devil Jin's rage art. Okay, let me fly away now. They're very evasive. Even if 1 HP, you don't hit me anymore.
Oh, you're going for a low poke to kill me, Lamau. Let me just fly.
Even a normal hit or something, he just flies away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just a tiny thing.
Yeah, it's
Just annoying still. Like, oh, let me do down forward 1-2 only rage shots in between, and my move whiffs.
yeah, it's amazing.
I think we talk more about nerfs you want to have instead of the fun.
Yeah, they're the ones that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still nice that they actually still update the
Yeah,
game and do
yeah,
some nice
they are changing up a lot of good stuff.
tiny steps, baby steps, but
Baby
they're
steps. Yeah.
they're steps at least.
We're getting there.
But I like they do not show it, but they are listening. Okay, like they are listening to the community. Like they just no longer want to interact with us directly. I think because Lamau Twitter and Lamau
So you thought
Tekken community in general.
Unless your fucking fault was choosing Twitter as a platform.
Like Murray. Like sorry,
Yeah, Murray has some questionable.
Like
opinions
okay,
and
Murray
actions.
Murray is
you need social media training.
like Murray is a clown. Okay, we get it. But he tried in a way, like he would open up stream and would allow people to ask questions about the game, like if they were not too direct in the game, like are they gonna do changes like this? He would not answer those, but
I think in his own live streams you cannot ask any questions.
no longer. But because he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. But
no, of course,
you could ask like, hey, how come you guys do this? And he would give an answer or an explanation. That was nice. He could actually speak to a developer directly. But he no longer could tolerate with how we acted towards him. Like I'm not saying.
Of course.
I'm not.
People are not happy. It's a frustrating game. So what do people expect?
I'm not saying that we were not in the right or wrong, but like both sides were trash pretty much. But in the end, he's actually not. He actually does not need to talk to us at all.
No, it's his own choice, which is nice that he does. But his answers are sometimes pretty controversial, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's
Banning
just who he is.
cheaters? Nah, fam. Banning the finest one. Lidia users? Hell yeah.
I'm still waiting to get banned, by the way. I'm still waiting for it.
Good luck. I think nothing will happen. It's just a big bluff. But whatever, it's something.
They did change something. If you use the overlay, if you use overlay, they are they're testing. It's not a lie. They are not testing. If you use overlays in Tekken and you go online, it will actually say in your name, "Hey, this person, he is using something. Be aware of him." But the problem is, you can still play it just normally. Like, why?
In my opinion, like the overlay, you can use it, of course, but not in ranked mode. That's cheating.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like I've had a lot of people say like, "Oh, it would be super nice to have that like in ranked because then I can learn and stuff." But I'm like, dude,
that's not why you play ranked. Ranked is to play competitive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you do something like this in like let's say a lobby and you're like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna put this frame overlay on because I want to know what your character does. Is that okay?" And you're like, "Sure, whatever." Like, or you both use it. Like, you know, the more the merrier. Like,
you can in-game feature where you can.
Like you can learn. Actually, yeah, that's also a thing. They could implement some kind of lobby thing where you can have the frame data overlay in game active during the match. That could be cool. But if we're speaking ranked, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to use an overlay like that.
They could just implement it in player match. Just make online practice mode lobbies. You had that in Tech too.
Yeah, online practice mode. That would have been a nice mode as well to have.
Why do we not? Why do we not have online practice mode? You had that in the previous games.
To do, what did we do, TJ? Like a connect via Steam or something, share play or whatever.
Oh yes, share play.
And then I play on a fucking 3-bar connection because that's how it works, of course.
Oh, we would do the what's it called? We would
share play, net play.
Yeah, and then
something with sharing that I can use. I can play as player 2 on his PC.
Yeah, and but we would do what's it called? Changing movesets of all the games. So we would do that. Yeah.
But yeah, the delay on that it is not fun. Like I can play it for like 10 or 15 minutes and then take item out. I cannot do anything.
Yeah. But in general, I am happy with the patch. I'm happy they took those directions, and I hope they will keep going in this direction where they keep explaining their changes and what they're doing. So I'm happy with. So we've pretty much spoken about every topic we were originally gonna list, but we have something extra still going on. There was very recently a big offline tournament, the We Play UFL, I think. I said that correctly.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, was so hype.
It was amazing.
was
yeah,
so-
I feel like everyone needed that for sure.
When I was watching that, just even if it was Akuma versus this other character, when I was watching offline, like something sparked in me again. I was like,
Same.
Wow.
I miss that so much.
this is really what I love about this game. Like online is one thing, but like offline Tekken is where it's at, man. So I
Yeah.
really want the locals to open up here again, so I can like meet up my homies, do a few games. Like no, I really miss that. Like there was
Yeah.
we actually had a what's it called, a offline event planned, but eventually we couldn't go because new rules came in from yeah. So that was fucked.
Yep.
Be like that.
It'd be
Yeah,
like
I
that.
feel like this offline tournament was definitely like a breath of fresh air for everyone. Like there had basically been no major offline events for like a year. Basically since Corona started, right?
Yes, pretty much.
So this was the first big offline tournament, and there were so many good players. It was insane. Like the matches were absolutely top notch. The production
It's
quality
insane.
also was
Yeah.
out of this world. It was insane. Like
It
it's
was
like
really nicely done.
The fucking
yeah, like
Jin.
for Tekken
fucking
Tekken events. I don't think I've seen something like this.
No,
like,
it
this
was
like
insane.
the most esports Tekken has ever been. I feel like
Yeah,
so.
it was insane. You know what my favorite part is, and a lot of people hate it, but I found it really funny. It was with the fucking Jin. That when I was just watching on King
Oh yeah,
King Ganaki's stream.
that was kind of cringe though. But
Trust, you have
talk
missed
about
you
that.
have missed this. I'm gonna show you a link later. I was just watching King Galaxy stream, his restream, okay, where we're just chilling, talking about just what's happening, and then out of nowhere, this fucking CGI Jin model just walks in the fucking room. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jin Kazama, and and he has a fucking dumbbell in his hand, like.
Yeah.
Hey, Jin, what the fuck are you doing here? What do you have that in your hand? Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to get buffs, and I'm not.
Okay, I don't see that. One thing,
Show us. I'll search for the link.
one thing I liked or found interesting, but it's not really with the show itself, but the TV that came down and had the game projected already on it. On a technical level, I find that really nice.
Yeah, that was very nice. There were a lot of things that they did really uniquely. Like they had these in between like sections. Like first of all, like the interviews, they were great, and like the tribute vids, like when a player was knocked out. That was super cool, but also like the little intermission things, like when like Rip and TCC were playing this kind of game, like they get a question and they have to answer. Whoever answers fastest and correct gets a point or something like that. You know, like silly stuff like that. We don't see that a lot, and I felt like that was a very unique way to to make it more fun and like versatile and entertain people also during the breaks. And yeah, basically, I loved everything about.
Also,
the event, to be
what
honest.
I found really nice addition are the stage props. Like they were in a cage. They had a really weird.
Yeah, it was very sick. Like on the
It's
when
not
they
like a
show when they
boring
when,
Evo
when,
thing where they
when
just
they
have a
were
table
showing
and
like
just grab
yeah
next to each
when they
other
were
and
showing the
shit.
top eight, like you had like bam 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 bam, these are the top eights. That was so sick. And then you had every character walking up character, what the fuck, like every player was walking upstairs like, yes, I'm in top 8, bitch, show some respect to me. Yeah, like, no, for real, you know how hype that is? Like,
Yeah,
these are the
and
main
the BPM. Oh my god, that was actual meme level stuff. Like people having like out of this world like BPM, like Fergus having like 180 BPM. Like the man is basically on the verge of having a heart attack. And then you have like Daniel Mado, like the Jin player.
He was what
He
the
had
fuck,
like a fucking
60?
vampire. He had like no pulse. He was like under 100 the whole time.
He was 60.
Compared to
He
the
was
other
he was constantly 60. You wonder how fucking low that is, by the way? 60.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I need
it
to.
was
I didn't
insane.
watch it. I only watched the top 8.
I'll show you that later. Okay, I wanna actually show you guys what I was talking about. You two can see it in the Discord. I'm gonna show the people that are watching what I was talking about with the Jin. A Jin bit. I think that it was so funny to me because it was. I just don't understand what they were thinking, but it was so funny. Let me open this up.
Yeah, that was. I've seen like stuff like that before. Like for instance, with like there was this League of Legends things where they also. Oh, there it is
You see
already.
the
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see the
Okay.
video.
I think you're gonna find out. Wait, let me mute the music.
See that then? What's all that about?
But yeah, like
Awesome.
other
Step
games
number
have
one.
definitely also had stuff like this.
Bicep curls.
Well, let me do it from the start.
Okay, let's hear that then. What's all that about? Oh, it's really easy. Step number one.
Okay, that guy.
Bicep curls. All right. Even more important. Step number two. More bicep curls. Just one arm.
Just one arm. I'm fucking dying.
All you need is one arm. Anybody at home knows
Fucking
that.
the CD2
Okay,
training.
okay. Rule number three. Breathing.
You need just one arm.
Exhale. Yeah, I like it.
Oh my god.
Step number four.
I love how the guy just stands there.
Your girlfriend's favorite, James. I'm
Yeah,
fucking
like
dying.
I have so much respect for the interviewer, dude. He just did his job. He went on there, talked to a CGI Jin doing biceps curls, and he kept a straight face all the time.
This is my favorite
Like,
part. This is
massive respect to that dude.
Ooh,
this is my favorite part. Like when he says like, "Oh, breathing."
Most important. Step number five. Harmonize.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Nah, skip it. More curls. Okay, let's see.
And then he goes back to biceps curls.
There was actually a bit before there where they're actually talking to quote unquote Jin Kazama, and it's fucking British version of Jin Kazama. It's British Jin Kazama. So when I saw this, I fucking fell off my seat laughing. I found it so funny. But yeah, stuff like that was so great. Like I've never seen a Tekken event like this before. Like even at Evo, that was supposed to be like the biggest fighting game tournament. I've never seen something of this. It was so cool. Like they were put in these cage fights like place,
Yeah, yeah.
and they battle against each other.
Yeah.
And when you were
Battle
done,
stages.
yeah, pretty much. And when you're done, you go upstairs, like back to your room. It was so cool.
What's one thing? Fucking saint. He didn't know where to go.
He went first backstage, like he went right. That's backstage.
Get out, get out.
And then they're like, "Yo, Sing, you gotta go that way, man."
Yeah, but it was fucking funny. I was fucking talking to 2P and we watched it both. And it's like one guy said, "Get out, get out." And then he went all the way to the stairs. They went to the other side. No, get out. And I was the stairs. And he just went the random direction on the
Yeah,
stairs.
that was really
Yeah.
funny.
But whatever, that's just a communication.
Oh,
It's-
some highlights for me were Sonic. That was constantly key charging. I think his name was Sonic or something. The
Boris, right?
Yeah, Boris or something. What the fuck, Sonic? What am I saying?
Boris Sonic.
Yeah, Boris Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was fucking key charging teabag and shit. That was so fucking hilarious. Like he knew, or like I think he was not confident in himself of beating these guys. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna make it fun for myself, right? So I'm just gonna key charge on these fools. They have no idea what's coming to them. And like the people he was fighting, they were getting actually pissed off. You know, they were actually getting annoyed.
Of course, you're going to a professional event and then you're fucking clown showing up.
What Kuni with some fucking key charging constantly?
But I didn't see too much of it. I only
Yeah,
saw
me
one
neither.
match
I only
versus
remember
him.
once. Yeah,
But it
when he
was
was playing
insane.
against Akira Kira, like there was a
Oh.
Kuni mirror at some point, and then I saw him key charge. I do
He did.
remember
He
then. I
did
was
it.
like,
He
wait,
did
what?
it against
But
another opponent,
okay, okay.
and then that was funny.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, I mean, you can't really blame him. Like, to be honest, like even if he didn't like, I don't know if I don't think he won any matches, right?
No, he won
But
nothing pretty much.
nevertheless, like even if he didn't win any matches, he was there for a reason, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is like a high level player,
yeah,
but
of
I
course.
guess it just wasn't his run.
No,
I think
it
he
did.
had fun. I think he's from Ukraine himself, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
Yeah,
so.
so
Yeah,
he has nothing to lose. He has
yeah, I
no
mean,
expensive
yeah.
flight
And in
ticket.
that regard,
Or,
I don't think we should like
No,
put it like we
pe-
should like blame him or
I think
but
he had
there
fun.
were
That's the only
people
thing he went for.
there were people that were like, why would you act like this, stuff and that. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, that dude should act like that if he wants to.
So it's some mind game. Just deal with it.
Honestly, if I'm playing against someone and I'm legit like losing heart, right? I'm like, I have nothing to lose anyway. Might as well make it fun for myself. Fucking teabag this
Exactly.
motherfucker. Let me key charge him.
That's how you play
Yeah, but
tactics.
I mean, it's like I hate to say it because I hate being key charged. But it's in the game for a reason, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
why the hell not?
Toxic developers. Key
Yeah.
charge. No,
But yeah, if we coming back to like the event, I feel like this event has definitely brought so many people together. Like if you saw the viewer count, there were so many people watching. Like we were like at 8K and like around 10K maybe even, I think.
Yeah.
At top 8. That was crazy. Like and I was also in my server like with some friends of mine. We were just watching it all together. It was great. It felt like like we're all sitting on the couch watching this tournament. It was great.
Over 10K, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
shows that people really love this game. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
if you didn't like it, they would not watch it, man. There's a reason so many people are watching. So,
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's hard to not like this tournament, honestly. And the best part is there's gonna be more. I
yes, they
saw that
said,
on Twitter today. Like, there's gonna be a season 2. I'm already getting hyped.
yeah, in a few months, they even like it's not next year. It's in a few months already.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
And
they
if
really
we,
they really want to keep it good, keep the hype going, and I can understand why.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If we think about the players that were there, I was like, of course, like there were the classic giants, like Saint, JDCR. There was Arslan. There was Awais Hani, Bilal. But there were also some European players that I
Fergus,
thought were
Fergus.
impressive. Yeah, Fergus. I mean, of course, Fergus is the goat. But I was very impressed by Jopelix, the Claudio player, I believe, and Daniel Mato, the Jin player. They were very good, both of them. And
I
I
was
hadn't heard of them before, actually. I don't know if
fucking
you guys knew them, but
fucking book is a Jinman and picks Lever. Like that shit hurt me in my soul, man.
that
I
was
think
that was
I
sad
saw
to
a
see.
small interview even with Arslan Ash, and Book said, I wanna beat you, Arslan." And he says, "What character you gonna pick?" "I think Jin." "I'm not not Leo, nah."
The mind game. That's the mix-up.
It's somewhere on Arslan's YouTube or whatever social media. I saw it somewhere. Maybe Twitter, but he said it basically. Nah, play Jin. I'm gonna play Jin.
Fucking hell, man.
Biggest lie in the universe. Yeah.
I was so I remember he did play Jin against Kuiper. Kuiper was playing sick as well, by the way.
Yeah, Kuiper was also one of the. He was a Spanish player, right?
Yes,
He was
yes.
so sick.
Putting Fang
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
scene.
very impressive. Picking Fang as well,
Yeah,
like a quite
Fang-
underrepresented character in
Yeah.
my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, was fucking fun, man. He did fucking 3 down back 3s in a row.
Yeah.
Another one.
Crazy
Who was Kuiper playing against? Like he was playing against Saint, I think. It was super close. It was super close, and it took one jab, and Kuiper drops his. I think he drops his combo or punish or something, and then both have 1 HP. It's so close, but Saint eventually like managed to
Yeah.
poke it. I was like, oh. Like,
Yeah, I remember that. I was rooting for Kuiper. Like,
I
man,
was just
he
dying
was
from
playing.
hype.
He was playing out of his mind.
I was just dying from hype, man. So I hope we get to see more offline tournaments in general, not just this one, just other ones as well. Because
Especially also from this production
Yeah,
quality level.
yes, like offline is where it's at, man. So I hope very soon as well in the Netherlands we get some more offline conventions going very soon. Because if we do get maybe some new changes in the rules 21st, we might be able to do a offline tournament and we could stream that as well. Like events like that are very fun to participate in and just watch.
Casual
Yeah,
tournaments,
yeah,
whatever.
or just to watch in general. So I do hope it returns very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it pretty much, right? We've spoken about everything
Yeah,
we needed
I
to
think
speak about.
that's
Well, maybe
all
a
the
small
topics, yeah.
question that I can really add.
Yes.
What would you rather have? The progression of Tekken 7 story, like a Tekken 8, or something completely new? Like some people want the Tekken 1 reboot, Tekken 5 reboot, or whatever Tekken you like.
Oh, like
And
a
some people
remaster.
And some people want the Tekken Tag 3, which, fuck no. 50, 55.
I also
characters.
don't think they're gonna do that.
No tech games for a while. No tech games for a while.
No, but maybe a reboot of Tekken 1.
That would be really interesting, but no Jin, so
Yeah,
no.
I've never thought about.
There's no
they-
Jin, so
like,
no.
But if they're gonna do like a Tekken 8, they should include at least some older games like they did in Tekken 5. In Tekken 5, you can play Tekken 1, 2.
Yes, you
3.
can play the old arcades. Yes,
Yeah, so
but I would,
especially
you
doable.
know, give us a Tekken 3 remake. I'm okay with that. No Tekken 1 because there's no Jin.
And also, like most people are already saying for Tekken 8, what new characters you gonna add in Tekken 8 when like most new character designs already in Tekken 7?
They can always come up with new stuff, man.
Of
Like
course, but
Yeah, true. Yeah.
it's not like their creativity is at a limit.
no, but you already have brand new characters, I believe, right?
But already Tekken 7 Vanilla already added
Lidia,
a bunch of new characters.
Lidia, Fakram, Lira, these are going to be in the main roster 100%. Lydia is going to be story based. I think that's pretty much confirmed at this point.
Yeah.
Because she actually has a quote unquote in real story mode conversation with Heihachi. So she's going to be story based. She's going to be in it. Fakram is going to be story based. And Leroy definitely has a story going on with Heihachi. But Heihachi's fucking dead, so he's gonna get a new motive. But these three characters are gonna be 100% in the next game. Especially Leroy Fakram, they're very, very popular. They're literally the top 5 most played characters. It's insane. You have Paul, Kazuya, Brian, Fakram, Leroy.
Wow, interesting.
So
Didn't know that.
Fakram,
Also-
Leroy, 100% next game.
I hope they just take the top 25 or something most popular character and just keep those. And
I actually have a picture
they
of that.
can
Let me
fucking
let me
bin
search.
those. Doesn't matter what character they are.
Let me search for that.
Yeah. Also, yeah, we can also talk a bit about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Sure.
think
Sure.
It's getting a bit too bloated, man. It's not fun.
Yeah, I feel that's also definitely why they're not gonna do a Tekken Tag 3 because it would be so bloated. There'll be so many characters, clone
Oh,
characters as well. Oh god, please
you don't
no.
have already 5,000 hours in the previous Tekken games combined? Okay.
Yeah, easy to play game.
Oh my god. You know, if they do a new season, give me Jinpachi.
I hope he's fucking ultra broken.
Make him
Just
make him Tekken 5 story mode character.
Tekken 5 boss, yeah. Not Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, just Tekken 5, Tekken 5.
the original one where he could
Yeah,
constantly
of course the
restart.
original one, just invincible.
Okay, that I have a list here. Let me show it on screen as well.
Maybe you can edit it in Paint and then just stripe through characters you don't want to see in the next Tekken or don't think. Maybe
No,
that's
no,
better.
that's not what I mean. I want to show.
That's a very interesting list, actually. I feel like I could definitely agree on like the top 20 at least of characters. in
Not
that.
really top 20 for me, but
Grabbed like this. Okay. So as you can see in this little list, like I said,
only 51 characters, or
Paul,
50 characters excluding
Kazuya,
Lidia.
Brian, Fulcrum, Leroy, Armor King, Dragunov, Devil Jin, King. Like these are the top 10 most played characters. And you know what's crazy? Armor King is getting played more than King, and Armor King is DLC.
You know what I find crazy? Fucking Leo and Fakram in there. For no
Yeah,
joke.
they are also
I
DLC.
never see those.
And
Fakram a bit, but I
look how
never see
popular
it.
Negan is, by the way. Look how popular Negan is.
Yeah.
Well-
I hope they look at the jump from season 2 to season 3, 17 spots.
Yeah.
I hope they in the next decade they have someone with Negan's move something similar at least. I think he has a fun moveset with the push. And,
Yeah. Let's see here. So let's say we pick top 25. We would have Paul, Kazuya, Brian, Thok, Leroy, AK, Drag, Devil Jin, King, Haram, Negan. Well, Negan, no, it's not possible. Maybe someone that's like Negan.
Yeah, just something with a similar move.
Heihachi, like Heihachi, Steve, Kazumi, Lal, Lars. Lars is in such a high place. What the fuck? Claudio, Josie. I would rather have Bruce. Noctis. We already have Kunimitsu. So Kunimitsu is very.
Shaheen also. Look at Shaheen, 22. That's also.
I'd never see Shaheen.
Shaheen is, in my opinion, one of those characters you see most likely a lot in low ranks and top ranks, and never in between.
Honestly, these 25 characters would be very interesting, but I would make it maybe 30.
I think 25 and then 5 new characters.
Like what was Tekken 7 launch characters? Let me check.
It depends on what version you want to check.
Season 1.
Just like the season 1.
Yeah, that was such a good roster.
I think season 1 maybe 37 or something, or 35. Over 30 at least.
I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 5, 6.
Even their top 25 most probably need diversity, of course. Yeah. Top 5. Yeah, but just a baseline character, yeah. But I know what you mean.
There was 37 characters. 37 characters. And this roster was so good. This roster was so bring me back to.
It is more fun.
Yeah, season 1 roster was very good already. Yeah.
So let's say it is 37. So let's go back to that list. Let's say 37. You would also get Bang, Lily, Lee, Jack, Alyssa, Katarina. Wow, Katarina's high.
Yeah, it's a popular logo.
And instead of Noctis, you would get Kuni. So.
Yeah.
Kuni.
Gigas, you can bin him. Fucking DLC Marduk.
Marduk is such a high place.
Gigas is secretly super fun. Maybe because he has so many flaws in his gameplay.
Gigas, Bob. Holy shit, Geese is so high now. Geese, Leo, and.
I never understand Geese. I see Geese very often. He's so low. It's really weird.
And Lucky Chloe. And instead of, let's say, Negan, you would have Yoshimitsu. And instead of Noctis, you would get Xiaoyu. For example. You know? And maybe instead of Josie, because we already have Fuckaram, they would do.
But Josie gets bins.
They would do Xiaoyu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And instead of Lucky Chloe, because we already have Eddie. No, we don't have Eddie. Eddie's super low on the list, I think.
Wait, where is Eddie? Oh, he's 41. Damn.
Yeah, he's low. Yeah, for example, instead of Eddie, we get Lucky Chloe. Like all Eddie mains gotta play Lucky Chloe now. Imagine how fun that would be. But
that would be absolutely.
There's so many characters now. 51. Lydia's
Katarina and Gigas be in the story since they're both related.
Like Lydia's not on this list, but
no.
We have now 51 characters in the video game.
51 characters, 100 plus moves each, all different properties on hit, counter hit, block, whiff. recovery.
Yeah,
or
I'm beginning to understand why this game could be very hard to get into for a new player,
Yeah, but
especially also without a tutorial and stuff.
let alone learning your own new character, which is basically infinite time, which you've always find something new.
Yeah,
just give me season 1 roster and I'm good.
Just have some diversity, but
Like season 1 roster was so good. Give it back. And I just mentioned Geese, so instead of Geese we would also get maybe Anna. Because we always have Nina instead of Anna. Why not just switch it up for once? We would get
I
Anna.
find that funny. Anna and Nina placement are really close to each other, even though they're very low. That's close.
yeah, they're pretty close. Yeah.
And we're never gonna see Lei again. By the way, he's so low. We're never gonna see Lei.
Yeah, like, it's so funny. Like everyone asked for Lei before he was released, and then he was released and nobody played him.
But Lei is one of those characters lots of people have as a sub character just for fun. Like I have basic Lei knowledge. I know how to play Lei basically, but the character is a legit time investment with all the stances and moves that leave into those stances.
But he's so hard to implement in the game. I think that's all it. Like there's nothing else to go over about. It's just so hard to implement because I think Lei has the biggest move list of the game.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
a big
for sure.
move list. He has 5 stances.
No, he has
from
10
3+4,
stances. He has 10 stances.
but he has 5 stances from 3+4.
Yes, and
Then
he
he has the Drunken Master stance, I believe. That's also a separate stance. Then he has to play that stance also too. So that's 8 already.
no, he has 4 different laydown stances.
4?
Yes, you have face forward, feet forward, face down, feet down,
Oh yeah,
and they all have
Yeah,
different
that's 4.
moves. They all have different
I
moves.
never realized that. Wow.
Let me see what they're called. Lay 3+4, I think.
So yeah, Leia.
5 gates form. And then the Drunken Master shit.
Yeah, so he
It's
has
at least fun.
10 stances. You know how insane that is.
Not
Yeah, I
some
think
of
the
them-
guy's basically a walking library.
So yes, do bring him back. Honestly,
Shinpachi. Oh.
like like honestly, most of the season 1 roster can come back except for maybe Bob. Like who plays Bob? Who plays fucking Lucky Chloe? Who plays Katarina? Like you could maybe change up Katarina, Lucky Chloe.
I think Katrina's just a base. They need to have easy characters.
Oh,
of
you're-
course.
you're-
I
Yeah.
don't mind that, but
I kind of think that they won't just get rid of the Tekken 7 original characters that fast. I think they
No,
will
no.
keep the majority around for the next game for sure. Because otherwise, what was the point in making them if you're gonna throw them right away? I mean, Josie maybe not, because Josie's kind of like a Bruce clone. But the other characters like Kat, Lucky Chloe, Shaheen, they are Claudio, especially. I feel like
Claudio's
I
gonna
feel
stay
like, is
one
one
of
of the
these.
more
Claudio's important to story, so yeah.
yeah, is important to story, and also I feel like he has one of the most unique design of the Tekken 7 new.
And you say easy mode character, then pick Claudio. He's literally one button, man. So there's like there's no.
I
no
will
Duh.
make a small joke. I think Lucky Chloe, like she, the character placement gets carried by Absoli alone. I think. So he's the only Chloe player I know, and he has like 15k or 20k wins or something.
there are there's one more. That one dude on Twitter, I forgot his name. Like he's from America, I think. Doomed Danny. Name. He's also a Chloe player, but that's like 2.
I think Paul gets carried by the Spanish player Rui Mortes or something. You know who he is.
Yeah, but I think.
The gatekeepers
yeah, but
of ranked
But
online.
especially for character loyalists who have like 10k wins in the character, if then the character gets binned, that's sad.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
it
I was
is.
about to say. It is what it is. It's
Oh, yeah,
2021.
Maybe that Disney.
You gotta adapt, right?
Yeah. So I do hope for the next game the roster is gonna be something like season 1, because that's a very good roster. Like 37 characters is a lot, but it's much more tolerable than 51. Where and the thing is, in Tag 2 it was 54, 50, 65. I mean 64. What am I saying? 65 and 45.
But besides,
I mean 54, 56. Oh my god, I'm
But-
fucking
but
drunk.
besides the character roster, I hope the next Tekken game has more game modes than just online ranked.
Yeah, but now what I mean,
Play.
is in Tag 2 you had clone characters, like 7 clone characters, like with Tekken 7 every character is unique. Every
Except
character
the bears.
except bears, of course, but every character is unique.
Yeah.
So technically Tekken 7 has more characters than Tag 2.
Very fun.
I never looked at it that way.
Yeah, well, if you think about that, literally you have Forest Law, then you have Martial Law, then you have the two
They just
Xiao
have
Yus.
similar moves.
But I always thought, like, when I look at the the Tag 2 roster, I always thought they were so many characters, but in reality, it's basically the same as Tekken 7. Only there are more clone characters in Tag 2.
Yep.
So yeah, what you're saying is actually would be right. Yeah.
I think secretly Tech 2 is still harder,
Oh, it's definitely harder.
Oh yeah.
since you need to play. Well, if you have a normal human being as your opponent, they have 2 characters instead of 1.
Yep.
So yeah, you need to learn 2 matchups, and if one of them isn't your favorite, like someone picks up Paul and then you see a Genry or whatever. Yeah, hope you destroy the Genry as fast as possible, else you have a bad time with Rage and
Yeah, but that's it pretty much.
Yeah.
I think we went over everything. We don't need to delay for much further. I think if ever anyone in the chat has a question, go ahead. You can ask it right now because we're closing it up in a few. Could do a devil version of every character. Yo, talking about devil, like Angel's such a flop of Tag 2. Like she was supposed to be the female Mishima, but they made
But
her
she was so cool though. But yeah, she was pretty
trash.
weak. Yeah.
my brother played it's really funny.
She's trash. Okay, she's trash. Like legit.
Yeah.
She has a hell
was
sweep,
very
but it's
sad.
completely fucking useless.
Why couldn't they like make Kazumi a proper Mishima? That would have been cool.
No, we gotta have it easy, bro. Kazumi is for the people that don't know how to
Every
electric.
character in fucking Tekken 7, besides Akuma, is easy.
Wait,
The
what?
new character. Every new character in Tekken 7. So the launch characters, so Gigas, Lucky
Yeah, they're all
Crow,
easy. Yes, they're all easy.
except Akuma. That's the only one, and the comparison between those two is the spike of difficulty is insane.
In
Yeah.
in season 2, we got a lot of difficult characters.
Yeah, that's really surprising actually, especially with Geese, but I don't think difficult characters are that
Geese is
popular
season
these-
1, man. Geese is season 1. You are.
I think time invested characters like Lei, Master Raven with the backturn stuff and whatever, Akuma, Eliza, Safina. Kenryu not so much. Those are really time investment characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
most
Geese
of
also
them
in my
score
opinion,
pretty low.
but I don't play Geese as well.
I think that's all, man, for today. We had a pretty good run, I think. Managing able to talk about the many interesting topics tonight. Lidia, netcode, season, or maybe new game. The two like Kuni as well. Stages, the recent patch, and the most recent offline tournament. So I want to thank everyone that has been tuning us with us today. It was very fun having you here. I hope you had a fun time listening to us as well. You two have something to say? Go ahead. Last few minutes. You.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot of fun. I hope we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, sure.
And
Of course,
yeah, it was,
Yuki being a guest on here, it was very fun having you here, man. Always good talking to you.
Same here.
So it's very good to hang out with you. Of course, as always, trust being here with me as a co-host. Always have fun having you around here, man. So it's good being able to do this again. I hope we can do the next one a bit sooner than the other one.
Yeah.
What like it's been like 2 months.
I think maybe a bit more. Even.
Yeah. So I hope we can do the next one very soon. Maybe for those who do have topics you want us to discuss about, you can go to my Discord channel and drop your suggestions there. If my link works, I don't work. So if you wanna if you do have topics to talk about or want us to discuss about, do go to the Discord channel, drop your topics there. Of course, we can maybe discuss them right here on stream, so that would be very fun as well. All right, that's all then. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.